Fans will feel the pains in their heart because their fart of a QB will play bad because the defense in Seattle Shanahan wishes he had when he's crying on the bus ride home like a horny.
Yeah. Speak. It's the talking part.
For the growl, I'm Mason. That's Ireland. That is M. What is happening, people? Yeah. Lakers win big last night. We'll get to that. Rich Paul, many comments. We'll get to those too. Max Kellerman is going to join us, who does the Game On podcast with Rich Paul a little bit later on in the show.
I haven't talked to Max in a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while. So, M, you came up with a list of the highest grossing movie stars of all time.
Okay, for a while, I can just, before you go down this road, for a while, when I was golfing back in the day, when I was golfing with Sam Jackson, he was, I don't think he is anymore, but he was number one on that list.
He was number one for a long time.
We're going to play a game where I want you guys to try to get all of them.
Okay.
I'm going to say number one is off the board. That's
right, I know
Aldana.
number one, I saw it, and I know number two, I saw it.
Okay. So
I know who was number one last year.
Okay, we'll take off one and two.
Okay, take off one and two.
So one was Scarlett Johansson was number one last
Zoe
year.
Saldana is now number one.
So no more
Avatar.
guessing.
And then Scarlett Johansson.
All right, so you guys need to get 8 more people in the top 10. All right, so
well, I think my boy Sam is still in there.
All right, well, so that your first guess?
Yeah.
Yes.
Samuel L. Jackson is number 3.
There you go.
Okay. I got another good one because he's been in a lot of franchises.
Let's bounce back and forth between the two of you. All right, so Mace, you take your guess.
I am going to go, let's see, all the Avengers movies. I will go Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise is in this list, and he's number 6.
Okay.
I'm going to go with a guy that's in a lot of franchises. He's not necessarily the star, but think of all the movies he's been in. I think Chris Pratt is on that list somewhere.
Chris Pratt is on the list. He's number 5. And he is in the Guardians of the Galaxy, which is bringing a ton.
Huge.
And he's in Super Mario Brothers, etc. All right, Mace, next one.
Next one. I will try. That's not enough money. That's not enough. I'll try, because of John Wick, I'll try Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves is not on the list, unfortunately. In the top 10, at least.
Okay, because of all of the she's been in a couple of different things that have had more than one movie, I'm going to say Jennifer Lawrence is on that list somewhere.
Nope, Jennifer Lawrence. So I'll say the only 2 women are the ones we've already said. So there's Aldana and Scarlett Johansson are the number 1 and 2.
Okay, so I'm thinking,
so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left in the top 10.
Oh, I got one.
Okay.
All right.
You want me to do it?
Yeah.
Let's just do it together.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
What about Robert Downey Jr.?
That's what I was going to say, Robert Downey Jr.
He is on the list. He's number 4. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5.
Okay.
And 6. So we need 7, 8, 9, and 10.
7, 8, 9.
So think like people that have been in franchises like Star Wars. Or Avatar.
Or Sam Worthington.
Hey, what about Leo?
I just don't know. I mean, he had
doesn't do a lot of movies.
$2 billion movie.
And he never does any franchises.
He never does franchise.
Brad Pitt did all the Ocean's 11s, and now he did F1.
F1 was huge.
We don't have any better guesses.
A lot more in the 90s when they were not making as much money.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Then what about The Rock?
Try it.
Yeah, The Rock.
And it is the number 10.
Yeah,
so we need 7, 8, and 9.
You don't think Brad Pitt's on there?
I don't think he's had enough big movies.
Well, all 3 of the Ocean's movies were huge. Moneyball was
huge. You guys have one more strike.
One more strike.
Of you.
All right. I am. I think we should go with who is just a gigantic.
I mean, you see every movie.
Chris Pratt.
And it's right
Wars,
now.
Avengers.
It's in.
They're all alive and current actors.
Okay, so that takes out Chadwick Boseman, who I was thinking.
Yeah,
he's not alive. Will Smith. He's been a lot
that's
of
a good one. Will Smith.
All right, we'll go with Smith.
That is incorrect.
Okay, we're the ones
3 you didn't get is Hemsworth.
I was going to say Hemsworth.
Vin Diesel, all the Fast movies, and he's in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Right.
And then Chris Evans. So basically, it's all Avengers.
It's all Avengers, yeah.
Minus Tom Cruise.
By the way, the Avengers come back this year.
They do.
There's a brand new Avengers
They don't make
movie.
movies other than franchise movies.
Their trailer looks like a pharmaceutical commercial. I'll tell you that.
Oh, is
the
that
one
right?
where like Chris Evans comes out and he's the Superman or whatever.
He comes back, right?
Captain America again. Yeah.
Yeah, he comes back.
So is Mark Ruffalo. They all need money.
Yeah. All right, there you have it. Highest grossing movie stars in the history of the world. Coming up next, we're going to dig into the Lakers. We're going to dig into all the Rich Paul stuff. There's some Dodger stuff floating around out there, Rams and all the weekend playoff action. All that stuff's coming up on the radio, on the app, and on the YouTube.
as well as a chance to win $100 in bonus credit. Enjoy perks like earning club dollars with every bet, invitations to exclusive promotions and events, and much, much more. Visit the club at Pechanga to sign up and start receiving benefits right away. Your perfect entertainment resort casino combination is available at Pechanga, voted the best Southern California casino.
When a trophy's raised, it can feel like the season's over. But on the ESPN app, it never really is. Because with more than 47,000 live events, plus originals, highlights, and coverage from every corner of the sports world, there's always something to dive into. No off-season, just everything a fan needs to keep going. Always in season. Get all of ESPN, all in one place. Download the ESPN app on your TV or your phone today.
I know you're listening to me wearing glasses or contacts. You're either nearsighted, farsighted, have astigmatism, or you're just over 45 and have to wear reading glasses. This is Dr. Sarudi, and I promise you, I can help you with any of these issues. No anesthesia, no pain, no downtime, and if you qualify, I'll even guarantee you with 20/20 or better vision or give your money back. I've never had to after 60,000 cases. Call 855-NOW-2020. 855-NOW-2020. That's 855-669-2020.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so like everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are like so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football. It's a pepper thing.
Smalls here. Life is full of choices, some big, some small. And when you choose an H&R Block Tax Pro, you're choosing the largest network of tax expertise to be in your corner. For when your big ambitions need help with the small details. For when your six figures come from 6 different places. For when your gaming stream becomes your revenue stream. For when your business's year one needs 70 years of tax know-how. At H&R Block, they've seen it all. And they're here to help you make the most out of your money for life outside the box.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station.
ESPN 710, Los Angeles. Sports.
And it is the biggest show on the radio. Mason and Ireland is on for your Wednesday afternoon.
I don't know where these sounds are coming from. Everybody's on my nerves today. Everybody's on my nerves.
Are you going to sit there and just take it? Let's get to it. Your Wednesday afternoon. Mason and Ireland right now.
Good
afternoon. Morales mailed in the opening.
He did. What is going on? He's so busy with the Morales Morning Show.
Yeah,
that
the
he has
Morales
no time
Morning
to do
Show
an
has
open.
apparently monopolized all of his time.
And unplugging my computer. They did that today too. So now I gotta add an extra
they
step
did
on what I did.
That up.
Yeah.
I mean, what a
mess.
Morales. Who the hell knows where he is and what he's doing and why we answer to him.
Well, he's running this place.
How the hell did we wind up answering to Chris Morales? That is the weirdest thing.
We should just change the name of the station to Morales Radio.
Morales Radio. 710 Morales.
Yeah.
All right. So anyways, there's so much going on today, and we're getting ready for the playoffs this weekend. Divisional playoffs. Rams are at Chicago. We'll get into some of that. Last night, Lakers absolutely dominated the Atlanta Hawks. Had a great night, 3-point shooting. I thought you can really tell how the game is going to go by those opening moments, and you see the team is really locked in, really engaged, really passionate, really executing, all that stuff they were doing last night. And that was, I mean, they blew the doors off Atlanta.
That was the Lakers' best performance of the season.
Yeah.
Start to finish. And what was really encouraging about it was that it's the first time LeBron played in the second night of a back-to-back.
Yep.
And he looked like the youngest player out there. He was the oldest. He was 1 rebound away from a triple-double. He finished with 31 points, 9 rebounds, and 10 assists. But there's a few different directions I want to go with that game last night. Here's number one.
Yep.
He had 10 assists.
Mm-hmm.
Luka had 12 assists.
Right.
So 22 assists between 2 different guys.
Yes.
Michael always says that the Lakers are at their best, not when Luka or LeBron is dropping 50 on somebody, but when they're getting everyone else involved.
Yeah.
So you look at those 22 assists between 2 guys, and it shouldn't be a surprise that every Lakers starter scored in double figures.
Yep.
LaRavia, 17. Ayton, 17. Smart, 16. Vincent, 10.
It was like the opposite of the Sacramento game.
Correct.
Where nobody could get off.
And it's because when Luka or LeBron try and take over as the primary scorer, and they both are great at it, other guys tend to stand around and watch. Last night was not that. They moved the ball great.
Yep.
You talked about the three-point shooting. 19 of 34.
Yeah.
56%. Now, here's what I like about that. They have to figure out a way to make up the three-point disparity that they've been in games when they lose.
Yes.
One of the first things you can do is circle, like I'll use the Sacramento game on Sunday as an example. Sacramento had 9 more made threes than the Lakers.
Right.
That's minus 27 at the three-point line. Minus 27. And you can, and Michael does this all the time, he'll say, well, we'll make up for it at the free throw line.
Right.
You're not making up 27 points at the free throw line.
No.
You might make up 10, maybe 15, maybe even 20. 27 is too many. So they either have to start making more or start defending better. So I love last night in that they were spreading the ball around. And if you look at the three-pointers made, all right?
Yep.
2 for LeBron, 3 for LaRavia, 2 for Marcus Smart, 5 for Luka, 3 for Gabe Vincent. 2 for Nick Smith at the end of the game. If you have to go out to the three-point line and guard the Lakers, it opens it up for everybody.
Sure.
And the problem is teams haven't had to do that.
Right. And they don't do this all the time. This is an anomaly. This is not normal. This is the anomaly.
They ran before last night. They probably jumped up a few numbers, but last night they were 29th in out of 30 teams in three-point shooting percentage. Here's what, and just you tell me if I'm worrying about nothing here.
Okay.
The thing I don't love about last night, and again, that was their best game of the year, I hope they don't think that means that they've solved all their three-point shooting woes. Because you're not going to shoot 56% every night.
I mean, that's
if they were in the market for a three-point shooter, and then they watched the game last night and said, you know what? We're getting Austin Reeves back. We got Rui back. We don't need him. I think they kind of do, don't they?
They absolutely do.
So you can't take that one game, one game sample size, and say problem solved. Because it's not.
The one game is a very small sample size, and if you look at the course of the year, we know they struggle from three. We know they don't defend the three particularly well. They give up a lot of threes, and they've got John. We've talked about this for years. I mean, they need a shooter. They absolutely need a shooter, and a shooter who also defends. And those guys out there right now are pretty rare, and there is hot competition for them, the few that are there.
It was a really, and here's the other thing about LeBron. JJ, after the game, was talking about, and I wondered if he would even acknowledge it, because we acknowledge it all the time.
Sure.
Here's what JJ said after the game. I don't take for granted the LeBron stuff. It's actually unfortunate how much this guy puts into it, how much he cares, and the way certain people talk about him. It's crazy. Come be around him every day and see how much this guy cares. It's off the charts.
Yeah.
It's almost like JJ's been listening to our show every day. And when we open it up for Sports Graffiti today,
I'm sure JJ's out there listening.
There are people that still don't like LeBron.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And you look at the game last night. He was the best player on the floor.
Yep.
And he's 41 years old. He was up against a young Atlanta team that ran them out of the building in Atlanta in November. They destroyed us, and they didn't have 4 starters. It was until the Sacramento game the other night, it was the worst loss of the year.
Right.
And so they knew that Jalen Johnson and the Great Barrier Thief, Dyson Daniels, and all those guys were going to run up and down and try and speed up the game, and they didn't care. They just went. They
just ran with
and
them.
LeBron was the high energy guy, gave the most stuff. Why do you think? Because you and I are not LeBron haters.
No.
But boy, wouldn't you say, what percentage of the audience would you say is? It's at least 50%.
Well, now you're saying hate?
Want him out, tired of his act, can't stand him.
I'll say it's 40%.
Yeah,
I don't think it's 50. I think it's 40.
But why?
Yeah.
You watched that game last night.
It's, you know what
why?
it is? it's the.
You think it's the ancillary stuff, the Rich Paul going on podcasts?
It's the drama that goes along with LeBron. And granted, during the regular season, there isn't the level of drama that there is during the offseason when I feel like we're just getting trolled all the time by LeBron. But now you've got the Rich Paul aspect of things. It just, and I think ultimately people look at this team and say, I said this yesterday. Tell me if you think I'm right. I think this is probably the 6th seed, and they get knocked out in the second round. That would be my gut sense right now.
Based on what they've shown so far, I think that's a fair assessment. But what they would say, if JJ was sitting here with us, he would say, we're the 6th seed, right? Matter of fact, I think they're the 5.
Yeah, they're the 5 right now.
We're there. That's what we are now.
Right.
What we're working on is to get better every month and kind of do what they did last year. Get the 3.
Right.
Now they got bumped in the first round last year because, by the way, they were the 3. Minnesota was the 6. I'd have to go back and look it up, but I think they won 1 game, maybe 2 more than Minnesota. That's how close it was.
Right. It's super
tight.
And
so I think what you just said is a fair analysis on what they've shown us so far.
And based on what they got right now.
Right.
Who they got.
But what scares the rest of the NBA when I go into other cities and what people talk about is what happened last night. If LeBron and Luka turn into facilitators. So you look at their numbers last night. Between the two of them, they scored 68 points.
Yep.
All right, that's a ton of points between two guys.
Sure.
68 points. But the thing that would freak everybody out are the 22 assists. 12 for Luka and 10 for LeBron. If the other guys, if Jake LaRavia, if Marcus Smart, if Gabe Vincent are scoring in double figures, and all those guys did last night, every Lakers starter scored in double figures, and so did Vincent, who came off the bench, who had 10. If those guys are making shots, good luck trying to stop the Lakers.
Yeah.
They scored 140. Mace, they had 81 points in the first half.
81 in the first. Yeah.
First time they've scored 80 points all year. If they make shots, the other guys, you can't guard the Lakers. Because
Correct.
you can't guard LeBron one-on-one, and you can't guard Luka one-on-one.
But again, they don't do that every night.
Not only do they not do it every night, on most nights they don't.
Correct.
And so that's what they have
and
to
you know,
address.
I hear names floating around. We'll talk about names as we move through the day. Triple J's name is going to come up. But even if you look at the guys that are out there that are available, they're, you know, the Herb Jones of the world, the KCP of the world, these guys that, you know, could help at both ends, good shooters and guys who are really good defenders. I just don't see that the Lakers have the pieces to be able to do one of those deals if everybody's all in on one of those guys.
I agree with you, but I'm going to sound like a broken record, but every year somebody, normally more than one person, moves and we didn't see it coming.
Yep.
Last year was Luka.
Yep.
That's how the Lakers got Pau Gasol back in 2008. No one had that on their board of likely things to happen.
Sure.
There is somebody out there right now that's an all-star caliber player who is probably going to get traded, and we haven't heard a word about it.
Right.
I don't know who it'll be, but every time I say, not going to happen this year, then my phone goes off that Luka's been traded from the Mavericks to the Lakers.
Right.
I think one of those is probably coming. C.J. McCollum, who got traded from Washington to Atlanta, looked really good last night for the Hawks. He made 11 of 23 shots, had 25 points in 27 minutes. That's a guy who could help a lot of teams.
Yep.
And he's in the last year of an expiring deal. Now, we're here's something else. I hope the Lakers don't think that they solved their three-point problem based on one game.
Yeah.
But the guys I'm starting to target, starting to look at, are veteran players out of the rotation who are consistently good from three, and they're on an expiring deal. Luke Kennard.
Yeah, Luke Kennard. You always get fixated on Luke Kennard.
Because he is the best three-point shooter in the league.
Yes, he is.
He averaged, I think, career he shoots over 40%. Is in the last year of a 1-year, $11 million deal. Buddy Hield is sitting on the bench.
He's an expiring?
He's sitting, I'd have to check, but he's a former Rob Pelinka client, completely out of the rotation at Golden State.
Yep.
He would be a guy who I think could help us.
Sure.
The best example of this is Klay Thompson.
Mm-hmm.
The other night, he hit 3 of 6 from 3. That same night we got beat in Sacramento.
Yep.
Klay did not sign up for a rebuild. Dallas is going to now
and
that
that's
AD's
what they're
out.
doing. Yeah.
And if Klay got bought out, I have it on good authority that he would meet the first call his agent would make would be to the Lakers.
That's great.
Because he would love to finish his career here. Those type of people.
Yep.
Buddy Hield, Luke Kennard, Klay Thompson. You don't have to have the parts you're talking about to make a big deal. Now, if we wanted to go get a guy like
especially
Luka,
if it's in the buyout market, like if that in fact goes down with Klay, then it's perfect.
So, and by the way, Dallas has a bunch of young, quick, soon-to-be rotational players at guard.
Yep.
And they don't need to play Klay and Kyrie this year. They're not going anywhere.
No, not at all.
So let Kyrie take the year to get his knee better. Let Klay out of the deal because you're not going to play him when the Brandon Williams, all these young guys are good. And the Lakers need to be ready to pounce when that happens.
All right, I got a piece of breaking news. This is interesting, I think. Oh, shoot, my breaking news sounder isn't working. There we go. So, Oregon, Dylan Raiola transferred into the Oregon program. Today, Oregon quarterback Dante Moore says he is returning to school for this coming season. He's foregoing a chance to be one of the top couple of picks in the NFL draft. His decision expected to have significant ramifications on the draft. A lot of people felt it was a 2-quarterback draft. Moore gave up a chance to make nearly $50 million in guaranteed money as this year's number 2 pick. What do you think of Dante Moore's decision to return to Oregon?
I think it puts Dylan Raiola in play.
Yeah, I mean, the transfer window's portal is open, I think, till the 16th.
Yeah, and look out for Miami.
Yeah.
Miami offered who's the Alabama quarterback?
Ty Simpson.
They offered him $6 million, and Simpson said, no, I'm going into the draft.
Yeah.
So they're just going to take that money and maybe now offer to Raiola.
Yeah. Well, does it make sense to anybody? You pass on $50 million to play for one more year at Oregon? I mean, seriously.
What makes you think he's not being paid
a
lot of money to go to Oregon?
$50 million.
You sure?
Generational. Wait a minute. You think they're paying him $50 million?
I think that he went to Oregon and said, if I stay, what will you give me? $50 million, by the way, that you're describing is the length of a contract.
The length of a contract, total value of the contract, $50 million.
Non-guaranteed. He can get guaranteed money by going to Oregon. If let's say Oregon gives him $6 million.
No, that's guaranteed. The $50 million is guaranteed.
No NFL quarterback.
As a rookie, you're in a rookie slot, and that's your deal.
And Travis Hunter got $46.5 million guaranteed last year.
Right, but if they cut Travis Hunter, I don't think they have to pay him the rest of the deal.
I think on your rookie deal, you got to.
I'll look it up.
Yeah, look it up. But I find it interesting. And now I think Dylan Raiola is back out there and looking for another job.
He's a guy that looks and acts a lot like Patrick Mahomes.
Basically stalks Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, exactly. All right, coming up next for you, Wendy has got some ideas what the Lakers might be doing as we get towards the trade deadline, and everybody up in arms about Rich Paul and his podcast with our friend Max Kellerman, who's going to join us at 1:30 today. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
And it is the 15-minute mark right here on 710 ESPN. On the all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
The 15-minute mark on 710. Fueled by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
You know, in that time it took to hear your favorite takes and all that fun and frivolity, you could be pulling out with a fresh oil change. No waiting, no appointment, just in and out in about 15 minutes. Bam! So you've got more time for what matters. Visit SoCalOilChange.com.
In just 15 minutes, you can boost your vehicle's performance and save money while doing it. Visit SoCalOilChange.com now for value pack coupons and keep your car and your wallet running strong.
The 15-minute mark on 710, made possible by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You sort through tons of resumes and you get too many so-so applicants. You're just waiting for someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now, there's a place where you can meet them fast. ZipRecruiter.
Need to hire right away. Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team. Build
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/LA right now to try it for free, and you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/LA. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
It's Bethel Duran, and it's time to celebrate the new year with a new truck from Northridge and Wonders Toyota. Right now, lease a brand new 2025 Toyota Tacoma for just $84 a month for 36 months plus tax. And if you're thinking about a trade-in, your current ride could be worth more than you think. Northridge Toyota, Wonders Toyota, they make it easy.
Tacoma model 7162G, VIN number 3TYJDAHN 1ST037657. Lease excludes tax, title, license, registration fees, dealer options, and charges. $59.95 due at signing, $84 per month. Offer expires 1/31/2026.
Hey, Los Angeles, your Rams are in the playoffs, and if you missed out on any action this past season, don't make the same mistake. Clinch your spot in the Rams house for 2026. Watch every home game next year with marquee matchups against the Bills, Chiefs, Cowboys, and Packers. In addition, enjoy home playoff ticket access, interest-free monthly payment plans, and stadium event pre-sale access. Visit therams.com/2026. Again, that is therams.com/2026. Don't miss out on any of next year's action and get your Rams season tickets today.
As America's #1 motorcycle insurer, Progressive has your back.
Oh, like replacing my bike in case of an accident?
Progressive's total loss coverage can help with that.
Great. And you also agree with me that my riding club should ride to the aquarium instead of cruising around a mountain, right?
Actually, we just do insurance. We don't vote in riding clubs.
Nice. 2 votes for the turtle exhibit.
To be clear, Progressive has your back for insurance only. So get a quote and see if you can save.
What are you, some kind of turtle hater?
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Covered subject to policy terms, limits, and conditions.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so like everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are like so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football, it's a pepper thing.
Steve Mason and John Ireland.
No, I am Captain Spicy.
You are not Captain Spicy.
I am Captain Spicy.
The OGs of LA Sports Radio.
Absolutely full of crap.
Okay, good.
Okay.
I like this.
Mason and Ireland rolls on.
All right, so you know what I did first thing this morning? Juan pointed this out.
Went to the bathroom?
I did. I took my laptop, by the way. The LA 28 tickets, you could reserve your tickets or at least get into the lottery for events. Did anybody else do that? Jump into the LA 28 to get tickets for events? Because I think there's still time to do it.
There is. I haven't done it yet, but I will do it today.
I told Mace what I'm going to try and do. I mean, it's a long way off.
This is genius, I think.
And who knows if we'll still be doing the show then, hopefully.
28, we'll make it to then. Won't we?
I think I'm going to rent my house in Manhattan Beach and go to Idaho for a month and see if I can make money on that deal.
I think you'll make a fortune.
Yeah, same.
I think you will make a killing on that deal.
Anybody got Fat Cat clients that need a place during the Olympics, get
there
in
you
touch
go.
with me.
Call John. He's got a place.
And we are going to price gouge. I'm letting you know in advance.
Everybody does for the Olympics.
And I also feel like you're not the only person that's going to do this.
Yeah, I mean, room at the Motel 6 is probably $2,000 a night. It's crazy during the. Now I'm going to be here during the Olympics. You don't want to necessarily go to the events and do all that stuff.
I did in '84 when they were here and I had a ball. I think being here during the Olympics is really fun. I'm not one of these people that says, "Oh God, got to get out of town." The traffic was actually better during the Olympics than was. I think they're really fun. I think we're going to knock it out of the park.
I agree.
I have a lot of confidence in Casey Wasserman and his whole staff over there. So I think it'd be very fun to be here during the Olympics. I'm just looking for a way to make a buck.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I should do it. I should do that. Hey, listen to DeMarco and Travis all week long for your chance to win the Genesis Invitational Dream Foursome. When you hear the cue to call, be caller number 7, win a 4-pack of GA tickets, and you're qualified for a chance to golf with Sue Cravens and Travis Rogers at Riviera Country Club. All right, so Lakers win big last night. One of the more impressive wins of the year, maybe the most impressive win of the year. And one of the stories that's bubbling around is that Rich Paul's got a podcast with Max Kellerman, our buddy who used to work here, used to come on after us every day, and is coming on at 1:30 today. And it was suggested by Rich Paul that maybe the Lakers should trade Austin Reeves, who's a free agent at the end of this year, to Memphis for Triple J, Jaren Jackson Jr. And this has caused outrage, John. Outrage.
All right. So let's unpack this a little.
Okay. All right. Let's unpack.
I would be a hypocrite if I criticized Rich Paul for giving his opinions on a podcast. It gives us content. It's great. And we love Max.
Okay, but that's just from our perspective,
Correct.
right? That's not from the team, from the players, none of that stuff.
But here's what I want to address.
Yeah.
LeBron, after the game last night, was asked about this, and he says, Rich is his own guy, and he's got his own platform. So, the LeBron haters, and there are many of them, think that what Rich is doing is he's speaking for LeBron, that he's doing LeBron's bidding.
He is his agent.
Do you think that?
Not necessarily. I mean, I think it's possible that LeBron is saying, let's get something now so we can be competitive. But I don't think. I think this is Rich just talking.
All right, now let me address the Triple J rumor, and you guys tell me if you agree with me.
Yeah.
Triple J, when he was Defensive Player of the Year 2-3 years ago.
Last year he was finished second.
I think was an elite player.
Yep.
He has dropped off since then.
Yep.
And I would say right now, on January 14th, 2026, I'd rather have Austin Reeves than Triple J.
100%. I am in complete agreement.
So,
by the way, I love what DeAndre Ayton has been able to do. I don't think necessarily doubling down on big is the right move for this team right now.
And I know Zach Kleiman, the GM in Memphis. Yep. He used to work for the Lakers in media relations, oddly.
Oh, interesting.
But Zach is super shrewd.
Yep.
And I don't think that I think if Rob called Zach, Rob would want additional compensation for Austin, and Zach would want additional compensation for Triple J.
Right.
So I don't know if there's a fit there.
Kind of a non-starter.
Right.
I think probably for both sides. But I think the issue is this. So there are multiple ways to look at this. From our perspective, we devour content.
Yeah, Rich is great for us.
This is content. He's giving us all kinds of stuff to talk about. If I'm the Lakers, and Jovan Buha reported this on his podcast, he says there are people, and he was not specific, people very uncomfortable inside the Lakers organization about what Rich Paul said and what Rich Paul has been doing in terms of talking about the team. From Austin Reeves' perspective, I'd be like, what? LeBron's agent is trying to trade me. Last night there was a 5-minute conversation, apparently between Rich Paul and Austin Reeves' agent, trying to clarify exactly what was said. But if I'm Austin Reeves, I'm a little pissed off. I'm like, what's LeBron's agent trying to trade me for?
I'll meet you in the middle on this one. Austin, I know Austin probably better than any player on the team. He doesn't care about any of that. He just balls. He just wants to play. I bet his agent is really upset.
Yeah, his agent, I'm sure, is upset.
But this is where I'll meet you in the middle. If Austin's agent went on a podcast or came on Mason and Ireland and said Lakers should trade LeBron, it would be an uproar.
Absolutely
it would be a tidal wave.
Yep.
So I'm not sure why it's not when it goes the other way, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I was thinking if my agent, I've got a fantastic agent, his name is John McConnell. If he did the
very nice guy,
the John McConnell podcast, and on that podcast said, I think Mason needs to move on from John Ireland. They should get rid of John Ireland and bring in guy
Philly
X.
Billy Warndell.
Philly Billy Warndell.
Yeah.
I would be, that would irritate me. That would piss me off if my agent was out there just talking out of his ass, people potentially assuming that leads to me and my thinking.
But I think what LeBron said last night was that Rich is his own guy with his own platform. If you notice, Rich is pretty careful not to mention LeBron when he talks about Triple J for Austin Reeves. He says he goes, if you're going to what Rich said was, we could probably find it, Rich said, if you're going to build the team around Luka moving forward, which is what you're going to do, Triple J is a better fit than Austin. He said, because you're spending all your money in the backcourt. He goes, if you put money in the backcourt and the front court, your team is more balanced. That's Rich's point.
Okay, here is...
I just disagree with him.
This is from the Game On podcast with Rich Paul and with Max Kellerman.
If I was the Lakers, I would probably be targeting the Memphis Grizzlies as a trade partner
for
Jaren Jackson.
Yeah, that'd be a great fit.
I would.
For whom?
Well, that's the thing, because you got to figure out the package. But some way, somehow, I would be trying to get Jaren Jackson, maybe get back Gigi Jackson and Jackson Associates, because he's a young player that you can develop, got good size, can shoot the ball. But I think if you're building around Luka going forward, which they are,
you need a guy like that.
You need that anchor, and Jaren doesn't want to be a part of a rebuild. They just put Ja Morant on the market, right, saying that they're willing to trade him, et cetera.
It's a great call.
So I think that would be a trade partner for me. Now, the package just goes out is what you have to decide, because if you're able to trade out expirings and give up the last first-round pick you got, that could be one scenario, right?
All right, so here's what I want to say. He's playing fantasy basketball.
Sure.
He's just throwing things against the wall and seeing what sticks. Is there another agent that does this? Is there another agent that has a podcast where he just talks out of his ass and said maybe that guy for that guy?
No, but Rich Paul's kind of a celebrity agent.
Yeah,
he
Is,
represents.
right.
He's engaged to Adele. He represents most big name players in the league.
Right. Don't you think he's just throwing stuff against the wall?
I do.
Yeah.
And we can talk to Max about that.
Yeah, we'll talk to Max about it
when Max comes on.
Yeah,
but,
1:30.
And I disagree with Max. And I'll tell him this when we get him on. I'd rather have Austin than Triple J.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just me.
Yeah, we'll get to that coming up as well. In the meantime, we get Wendy talking about the Rich Paul situation. We'll do that coming up next for you. And Dan Lebitard thinks that Jim Harbaugh should be, and I'm going to use this word, indicted. We'll do that.
Manslaughter.
For manslaughter.
That's a pretty serious accusation.
We'll do that coming up next. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right, let me tell you about National University. If you listen to the show, you know I love these guys. Veteran-focused, veteran-founded. NU has more than 150 degree programs, credentials, and certificates. Here's why National University was formed. A lot of people in the military, when you decide to serve your country, skip out on a college degree. If you still want to go back and get one, NU is for you. They give you whole team support, professors, advisors, and resources to keep you on track. And here's the best part. They do it on your schedule. So if you have a family and a job and you want to go to school, they're here for all your ands. You're what they call an ander. And they were built for people like you, whether you're chasing career goals, life goals, or both. NU is here to help you own your future. They're a proud sponsor of the Lakers. They're a proud sponsor of ESPN LA. And anything I've talked about, you can learn more on their website, nu.edu. nu.edu, National University.
It's DeMarco Farr and Travis Rogers for your afternoon drive.
So I went back to my old barber. So this is my normal haircut. This is I didn't think this was Doc Rivers. Doc Rivers has it looks like he's balding.
Can I weigh in on this?
Yeah. What?
When I saw you yesterday on the big thing, I'm like, oh, we got the Doc Rivers again.
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive. Weekdays starting at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN, the ESPN LA app, and live on YouTube.
When it's game time, every play counts. So when it's time to choose your next vehicle, make the winning play at George Chevrolet. From the powerful work-ready Silverado to the family-sized Traverse and all-electric standouts like Blazer and Equinox EV, George Chevrolet has an incredible selection and a championship-caliber team ready to help you get the perfect Chevy at the best price. Visit them off the 91 Freeway, Lakewood Exit in Bellflower, or shop online at GeorgeChevy.com. That's GeorgeChevy.com. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
John Ireland for Blue Ice Vodka. Blue Ice's double espresso crafted with Arabica coffee makes the perfect espresso martini. Just shake with ice and pour. Soft, smooth, and delicious. Blue Ice Vodka, because taste matters.
Hey guys, new year, new benefits, which means it's finally time to stop saying you're going to use them.
ESPN LA fans, go to VisionWorks. Annual eye exam, easy. Simple scheduling, simple shopping.
And right now, it's BOGO on glasses. 2 pairs, 1 tax return.
Plus the 100-day guarantee. If your glasses aren't right, they fix it.
Great doctors, tons of frames, no hassle.
New year,
better vision.
VisionWorks, Rancho Santa Margarita, Lake Forest, Laguna de Guel, Fullerton, Brea, Bristol Plaza, and Buena Park.
VisionWorks. See the difference.
Life is full of choices, some big, some small. And when you choose an H&R Block Tax Pro, you're choosing the largest network of tax expertise to be in your corner. For when your big ambitions need help with the small details. For when your 6 figures come from 6 different places. For when your gaming stream becomes your revenue stream. For when your business's year 1 needs 70 years of tax know-how. At H&R Block, we've seen it all, and we're here to help you make the most out of your money for life outside the box. Get started at hrblock.com.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ETHOS.com/game.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
The OGs of LA Sports Radio.
I'm a babyface and John's a heel.
John's not a heel.
Exactly. John's the heel.
This is the 1%'s a heel.
He's a heel.
Well, I'm Mr. 1%, and I own it.
Back to Steve Mason and John Ireland.
World are we living in?
John, we need more love.
Yes,
we need
do.
more love, John. You know, so I was talking about this yesterday. Sometimes, John, I get a little stoned, and then I start thinking, and stuff pops into my head, and sometimes it makes a little
But
sense.
just tell me
sometimes
you're
it doesn't.
using gummies and not smoke.
Only gummies.
Because your voice is
only
getting
gummies
back to normal.
ever, forever. So, isn't it? We always talk about social media, how when you see a post, there's like it increases your dopamine levels, right? So it's like you see a post, you're like, oh, I go to the next post and the next post. Isn't that like NFL plays? Don't NFL, like each NFL play is, does this make any sense? Is like this dopamine thing that you get. It's like, there's a play. That's why I find myself watching, and I don't know about you, I find myself watching terrible football games. Just terrible football games. Just because. And I think it's because it just gets me friggin' charged up.
John, did you listen to Chuck Klosterman with Bill Simmons?
I did.
Oh, yeah.
And he tackles this subject head on. He said, even the worst football game is addicting.
Yeah.
He goes, football is the perfect televised sport because you get a 7-second play. You get a chance to kind of relax and take it in.
Or think about it, predict what's next.
Yeah, and then you get it again and again, and it's a 3-hour window. It's just
11 minutes of action.
So is he saying what I was saying, that it's kind of like this dopamine level thing?
Yes.
It's like you get sort of addicted to the plays themselves?
And there's it's also the perfect TV product because there's enough downtime for the product of the TV to be good, for analysis to happen. It's not constant. It's that stuff.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so we're going to do some icebreakers coming up. We're going to do some Dodgers coming up with Greg Bergman. We're going to do some Max Kellerman coming up. He's got the podcast with Rich Paul. We're really, really loaded up.
Is today, the day that Sue and DeMarco are at that place in Torrance?
Yes, they're at the Sleep Number in Torrance.
Excellent.
Have you ever slept in a Sleep Number bed? I never have.
I don't think I have. I had one of those.
If it's good enough for Matthew and Kelly Stafford, it's good enough for me.
What number should it be? 6,
where
7?
do I try it?
Yeah, 6, 7. No, if Matt and Kel are doing it, then I'm like, all right, I'll try it out. I would try it out. I don't have.
Just think about them every time you go to bed.
So here's the truth about mattresses for me. So we went to. We used to work with a guy named from Sit and Sleep,
Larry Miller.
Larry Miller, great guy. So I talked to Larry, and he's like, "Okay, go see my son at our Culver City store." And I go to the Culver City store, and he shows me every single mattress in the entire place. And I'm like, "Oh, that's comfortable. This is this one does this. This one's soft. This one's." I ended up buying the cheapest mattress because I just want a rock hard mattress.
You're like me.
I don't want any softness to my mattress
Right.
at all.
Matter of fact, when I sleep on a hotel mattress and it's too soft, I wake up with a sore back.
I do too. Hotel mattresses do that.
I now travel with one of those hyper ice belts that gives you vibration and
Do you
heat.
really?
Yeah, the Lakers travel with 6 of them.
Really?
So me and Trudell bought our own
So
individually.
your lower back stuff?
Right. First thing I do, like Friday night, I'm going to be in Portland. I'll sleep Friday night on the hotel bed. When I get up Saturday morning, I'll throw the belt on while I'm working on my computer for about 45 minutes, and I'm good.
Oh, interesting.
But, beds are very much a feel
they
thing.
are. They absolutely.
I remember there was this bed. It was this Swedish bed, and it cost $10,000, and somebody said, you got to go try it. It'll change your life. I wish I could remember the name of it. And I went in and I tried it, and I said, it's good.
Yeah.
It's not $10,000
Yeah.
good. And I went back to sit and sleep and got what I
Well,
wanted.
and again, we're on a mattress subject here, but I once ordered one of them purple mattresses. Do you know the ads for the purple mattresses?
The ones that come in the box?
They show it up on a box like about this big.
Is it
It's
a
like
Lisa?
crazy.
There's a Lisa.
There's a
thing?
Lisa.
Yeah.
So we open the thing up, right? You open the box, and it spreads out into being a full mattress. And we tried it, and we didn't like it at all. And I called the purple people because there was guarantees. And I said, we don't like the mattress. We want to send it back. And they're like, just keep it and throw it away. Because how do you send it back? How do you get all that mattress into a little box to send back?
So wait a minute, just out of curiosity.
Yeah.
How did you dispose of it at that point? Did you try and put it back in the box? Did you call a junk company? Did you borrow a truck?
We called a dumpster.
Okay.
We got a dumpster to take it away.
And by the way, you can call 311. You get 2 large pickups a year if you're in the LA city.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Is this true?
Yes. I used it before for a mattress before and for a big dresser.
No charge.
No charge.
Oh, wow.
But you get 2 a year for
that's
your
very cool.
address.
All right, so, Brian, you know the Chargers crashed and burned on Sunday night at New England.
Good, BC.
That they did not.
Justin Herbert looked like I felt like I was watching the movie The Fugitive. He was like running from everyone.
So there is a quote from Dan Le Batard show. Everybody knows that. He was talking about the Chargers, and he was talking about Justin Herbert and Jim Harbaugh. And listen to what he said about Herbert.
Believe that Harbaugh should be indicted for manslaughter, an attempt at manslaughter for trying to kill Justin Herbert by making him play behind that offensive line without Alt for the last 8 games. It's an incompetence. You cannot do that to Justin Herbert. But in that game inside the 5-yard line, Herbert couldn't get in, even though he's going to be their leading rusher for like 5 of the last 6 weeks. Again, asinine that you're asking Justin Herbert to change his game because you can't run the ball. You don't have an offensive line. You don't have any Harbaugh answers for just run a sweep, Justin, run away, run. That's what the Charger offense was at the end of another season that collapses at the finish line. Justin, run.
Okay, let's tackle this.
Okay,
for a second.
let's tackle this.
Brian, I understand the point he's making. I'm sure you shared a lot of his frustrations as a Chargers fan. But what does Dan expect Jim Harbaugh to do? They lost Rashawn Slater, their best tackle. Then they lost Joe Alt, their second best tackle. And their offensive line was patched up with Swiss cheese.
Right.
And Alt after the trade deadline, by the way, so they couldn't do a trade to fix it.
Couldn't fix it.
I understand Dan's complaint, but I hate when media guys make complaints without solutions. And this is Dan's. He's guilty of this here. He said, "Run, Justin, run. He's going to kill him." Jim Harbaugh's guilty of manslaughter. What did he want Jim Harbaugh to do? Just punt on the season, not play Justin Herbert?
Can I just point out
Trey Lance for the rest of the year?
Justin Herbert got sacked how many times on Sunday?
A bunch.
6. How many times did Drake May get sacked?
Bunch times, too.
5.
Yeah, we got to him.
He won. Herbert lost. He didn't have much of an offensive line either. I mean, I look at the thing, and I understand that the offensive line was a disaster and huge injuries and all that stuff. But Drake May found a way. He got sacked 5 times and was on the run all
Herbert
night.
Missed Lad McConkey wide open for a touchdown. Instead, he held the ball and ran. It felt like Justin Herbert was getting sped up in a way that he felt that he had to win the game on himself.
What is Dan Le Batard's suggestion for an alternative? Okay, Jim Harbaugh's guilty of, manslaughter.
Manslaughter.
For making Justin Herbert play behind a patchwork offensive line. Okay, Dan, what would you have done if you're Jim Harbaugh?
Design a play like the Bengals, where when Joe Burrow had no offensive line, quick plays to get out of there. So design it like the Bengals.
You're talking about Joe Flacco, right?
No, when Joe Burrow in the 2021 season had basically no offensive line, in the year they went to the Super Bowl, he got sacked 8 times in that Super Bowl. But they designed a lot of plays where Joe Burrow would get the ball out very quickly.
But Brian, you and I have talked about this before. That's not what Justin Herbert does. Justin Herbert holds onto the ball too long,
right,
and tries to make plays with his legs.
And can I also
Joe
ask,
Burrow does not.
Well, can I ask us why did they not commit more to the run? They ran the ball. Running backs ran the ball.
Had one running back.
No line.
Times.
I know
they
can't block.
But you can't if you don't give them both looks and they just key on Herbert, you're kind of screwed. I mean, why did Omarion Hampton only carry the ball one time in that game?
He tried to go.
So it was Vidal who got all the carries.
Right. And he, to start the year, was the 4th running back on the roster.
Right.
You know,
but still, you've got to commit to the run to balance things out.
But you can't when you don't have an offensive line. You have their best chance to win that game, BC, was for Herbert to throw. The issue is, Emily's right. He had to get rid of it. They should have come up with a game plan that said, look, you got 3 seconds to get rid of this ball. We're not going to throw any long passes. We're just going to do a whole bunch of Sean McVay crazy short stuff. And they could have tried that. But the idea that the Chargers should have somehow punted on the season.
Oh, well, that's
or
just
not
stupid.
Played Justin Herbert makes zero sense. This is professional sports. You're not going to wave a white flag.
No.
And
I mean,
by the way,
gotta go out there and
Scott
try
Kaplan just wanted to let us know that the Chargers traded for an O-lineman from New Orleans, a former first-rounder, during the season. I believe it was
so bad.
before Alt, but after Rashawn Slater, obviously.
Yeah, it was
didn't work out.
Pennington, whatever.
Yeah.
He
So
played maybe 5 snaps.
Funny,
total.
he hates the Chargers so much, and he follows every move.
Well, I think
he knows they traded for an off-brand offensive lineman midseason.
In Cappy's case, it's Schadenfreude. He roots for them openly to lose.
Yeah.
Which a lot of people from San Diego do, by the way. But I'm not going to kill Jim Harbaugh the way Dan Le Batard did, because what are his options?
Well, he's got no. I mean, don't you think he's just making a joke for the most part? I don't think Le Batard is literally saying indict Jim Harbaugh.
He didn't sound like he was trying to make a joke.
I think it's a joke.
Arrest him.
Arrest him.
Yeah.
Lock him up.
That part is a joke.
Yeah.
But to criticize Harbaugh for trying to get Justin Herbert killed, what were his options?
But I still go back and say neither team had a particularly good offensive line. Herbert got sacked 6 times. Drake May got sacked 5 times. Drake May won. Justin Herbert lost.
Right. And the Chargers were in that game for a half.
Sure, they hung.
Even that third quarter. I mean, we scored 1 touchdown. We take the lead.
Correct.
Right.
Which couldn't do it.
Couldn't do it. All right, coming up next for you, we're going to do some icebreakers. It is John Ireland with the lead as usual on icebreakers, although...
But you are the defending champion.
Yeah,
you are the December champion.
Yeah, I started at -3.
Thanks, Michael Funchess.
Yeah. All right, in the meantime, everybody's playing Prize Picks. I love Prize Picks. I always got something going on. And last night, I mentioned this yesterday. I said Marcus Smart more than 10.5, and I think he went for 12 last night. It was like a key part of my lineup. I won a flex play last night. Brian, do you have anything rolling last night?
Also a little flex play, LeBron and Luka.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
So, yep.
So whether you're starting a new routine or making player picks for the first time, trying something new can be hard, but in life and on Prize Picks, it always feels good to be right. High-pressure playoff matchups every single weekend. Playoffs coming up, divisional round, elite hoops action, college football national championship game next week, all that stuff. And by the way, you can find your community on Prize Picks with the new social feeds feature. You can share Prize Picks with your friends and copy lineups from winners with a single click. Join millions of users like me and Brian Cohen. Sign up for America's #1 sports picks app. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code MACE, M-A-S-E, $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That is code MACE, $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Your Lakers, your season, your home.
Tomorrow night in downtown LA, it's Lakers basketball at Crypto.com Arena. The purple and gold look to defend their home floor versus the Hornets.
Rebound Ayton. Got it to Smart. Link through the court pass to LeBron. What a pass by Smart. Lay it up and in.
LA Lakers, Charlotte Hornets from LA Live. Coverage begins tomorrow night at 6 p.m.
The Lake Show lives here. 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
Change is in the air at LAX. Los Angeles International Airport's automated people mover trains are rolling soon as part of LAX's ongoing investments in improving your travel journey. The new trains will quickly move guests between all terminals, the new consolidated rental car center, metro trains and buses, and economy parking in 10 minutes or less. Departing every 2 minutes, they'll help approximately 30 million passengers per year. Learn more at lawa.org/ESPN. That's lawa.org/ESPN.
Hey everybody, it's Cap. Inheriting a home can be overwhelming, but Seller's Advantage makes it easy. One customer shared, and I quote, "Inheriting a home felt like too much work. Seller's Advantage gave us a reasonable offer, handled everything, and closed in 3 weeks. I highly recommend them." End quote. Skip repairs and headaches. Call Seller's Advantage at 888-390-AS-IS or visit sellersadvantage.com for your free cash offer.
DRE number 01961658.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
This is the story of the one. As an HVAC technician, he and his digital multimeter are in high demand. So when a noisy office HVAC turns out to be a failing blower motor, he doesn't break a sweat. With Grainger's easy-to-use website and product information, he selects the product he needs to keep everything humming right along. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Rich Eisen here. Hiring for your small business can feel like a full-time job, but LinkedIn Jobs AI Assistant takes the heavy lifting out of it. It filters applicants based on the criteria you set and suggests 25 great fit candidates daily, so you can invite them to apply and keep things moving. Hire right the first time. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/Eisen, then promote it to use LinkedIn Jobs' new AI Assistant, making it easier and faster to find top candidates. That's linkedin.com/Eisen to post your job for free. Terms and conditions apply. Then promote it to use LinkedIn Jobs' new AI Assistant, making it easier and faster to find top candidates. That's linkedin.com/Eisen to post your job for free. Terms and conditions apply.
Listen to Mason and Ireland, weekdays noon to 3 on ESPN LA.
And it is Mason and Ireland on ESPN LA. It's time for Icebreakers. Icebreakers made possible by Blue Ice Vodka, the finest vodka sourced from Idaho potatoes. Get it, Idaho Johnny I, the Idaho compound. Enjoy Blue Ice Classic Vodka or their unique flavors like Huckleberry and Double Espresso. Find Blue Ice in stores and ask for them by name. Time for Icebreakers on Mason and Ireland. Take it away, producer Emily.
And before I get into Icebreakers, it's Kings game day in Los Angeles. Pre-game show starts at 6:30 p.m., leading right up to face-off at 7 p.m. as the Kings take on the Golden Knights. After the game, keep it here for Kings Talk with Sam Tesh, your spot to react and break down all and catch every moment. Just tap the Kings play-by-play tile on the all-new ESPN LA app, home of the LA Kings. Here is the updated score for the month. We've got John in the lead with 13 points for the month. Mace, you have 7.
Okay.
Andy has 6, and Brian has 6, and Sua has 5.
Oh, Brian got one. Yeah, Sua
Whoa,
on the
so
board.
surprised.
Yeah, no, I am surprised. I'll
right.
be honest.
For 10
All right.
points. I was born in 1968 in San Diego.
68.
Okay, so that's 32. Let's say he's in his 50s.
Yeah, 50, late 50s.
For 9 points. I am a descendant of Henry Hudson, after whom the Hudson River and Hudson Bay are named.
Okay.
For 8 points. While I have never hosted SNL, I have made a cameo as myself.
Okay.
For 7 points. At one point, I had my own station on SiriusXM, but now I focus more on podcasting.
Okay.
Focus on podcasting.
For 6 points. I became a professional in my sport at 15 years old.
15. Like at
I'm going to take a shot here.
All right.
Go ahead.
Tony Hawk.
It is Tony Hawk.
Wow! Way to go,
Good
Brian.
job, BC.
Brian
Come on.
Cohen. Wow.
So more about Tony Hawk. I have starred in commercials for Apple Computer, McDonald's, Bagel Bites, Hershey's, Ghost Snacks, the California Tourism Board, and Domino's Pizza. For 4 points, there's a video game named after me. My nickname is Birdman, and I am a skateboarder, and I'm the first person to ever do the 900 in competition. Good job, BC.
The old 900.
I've never heard anyone call him Birdman. Have you?
Well,
No,
Hawk.
I've not. Hawk. I
That's
guess,
also
yeah.
what Wikipedia told me is his nickname. So
Okay, we'll
therefore,
go with
it's
that.
correct.
Way to go, Brian.
Icebreakers brought to you by Blue Ice Vodka, crafted in the heart of Idaho. Distilled for clarity, filtered for perfection. Blue Ice isn't just vodka. It's a statement. 2 or 3 more people came up to me last night at the Laker game. Blue Ice! Well, I love when people yell Blue Ice at me. Keep yelling Blue Ice.
Well, you know, the deal is, too, when you walk into the bar, you're supposed to say, you're requested by name.
Right.
Yeah.
And if they don't have it, text me and I'll get the people on it.
There you go. There you go. All right, so playoffs this weekend. I am incredibly excited, and I talked to Juan last night about the concept, and it's not written in stone, but the concept of going to Chicago for the game on Sunday night.
I talked to Kurt Sandoval this morning. He is on his way to Chicago, and he is loading up thermal socks. You know who else is going to that game?
Who?
This could be very helpful to you.
Who?
Sam Pines.
Oh, Sam Pines. Yeah. Now
Maybe you could tag along with Sam.
Tag along with Sam. Yeah. I mean,
I saw him yesterday. He's excited.
And I'd be one of those guys. I would take my shirt off. I'd be in the crowd, and I'd take my shirt off, and I would just like freeze my ass off. But it's for my team, so I'd do it. Or, as Juan said, you can't do it. You're a delicate flower.
What's the coldest game you've ever been to? And again, your voice just
Yeah,
now
no,
started to be
I know.
fine.
My voice, I
Okay.
probably shouldn't even mess
So,
with this.
here's-
Coldest game.
All right, so here's something I thought about. Mason has bet all of his mythical money. I'm about to knock him out. I'm like the big stack at the poker table.
Yeah.
Mace's gone all in on the over-under on the Bears-Rams game. He has the over.
All over the over.
I have the under. It is going to be freezing cold.
Yep.
It is going to be 11 degrees, and it's going to
And
feel
what's the line
like
again?
1.
Minus-
49.
Yeah, 49 is the number.
So I started thinking, Emily, okay, when's the last time I remember the Rams playing in absolute frigid snow conditions? And it was last year in Philadelphia.
Yep.
Was that the NFC Championship game or the divisional round?
That was the divisional round, yeah.
Okay. So I went back and looked up the final score. Do you remember what it was, Mace?
Something like 28-22, maybe?
Correct.
Was
What's
it
that?
28-22?
Yes.
Oh,
What
wow.
does that add up to? 50.
50.
The number's 49.
And the Rams are always
And the
scoring in
Rams
30s.
found a way to score in that slop. The Eagles found a way to score. So I think you
Right.
should be feeling a little better.
I feel, well, yesterday, both
And by the
Travis
way, those
Rogers and
defense-
DeMarco said they think they like the over.
My bet is I'm going to be in Chicago in 2 weeks. My bet is completely based on it's going to be so miserable weather-wise that neither team's going to be able to move the ball. But that was kind of the case in Philadelphia last January, and 50 points.
So what
happens if it comes down to like a meaningless field goal late?
What if it's a push?
Then
we
you get your
just
money
keep
back.
our
you guys
money,
both keep
yeah.
your money? Okay.
Yeah. So we should
Unless
probably
we put a hook on it.
we put a hook on it, right? You want to do 48.5?
Or 49.5. Somebody got a coin?
Yeah. Do it.
Let's
a
do
coin.
paper, rock, scissors.
Okay, ready?
All right. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Both rock. Ready? 1, 2, 3. You crushed
I
me.
crushed
Rock
it, so
beats scissors.
48.5.
48
so
and
it's
a half.
48.5. Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
So yeah, I'm super. I'm genuinely. You're right, Emily. Without with the voice thing, going out in the cold is not necessarily the best thing. What is the
You know who lives
coldest?
in Chicago now who would probably put you up?
Who?
Colin Cowherd.
Oh yeah, Colin. What's the coldest game you've ever been at and covered?
UCLA, Washington State in the Palouse with the wind whipping. It was 21 degrees with a wind chill of -5. I looked like literally the Michelin Man.
Yeah.
I was a sideline guy, and I had like 6 layers of stuff on.
Yep.
And I got through it. It was freezing cold though, and a low scoring game. Very hard to move the ball.
Yeah. Yeah. The coldest.
DeMarco is going to be facing that because he's the sideline guy for us on
Yep.
the Ram game. So he's going to be out there dressed like the Michelin Man on Sunday.
Yeah.
Just wait until Maurice Jones-Drew. You see a picture of him. He always likes to bundle up a lot.
Does he?
Does not like the cold. And by the way, I was listening to the Good Hang podcast with Amy Poehler. She had Ryan Coogler on.
Yeah.
Name dropped MJD.
Oh, is that right?
Because
How?
they played football together.
Oh, okay.
Because Ryan Coogler was a football player, played in college, and was in the Bay Area, played against MJD. was talking about how difficult it was. Like, he would see himself play, thought he was pretty good, then he'd see MJD and be like, I'm not that good.
By the way, if you want to go down a rabbit hole of the most, I won't say underrated, but underappreciated directors, take a look at Ryan Coogler's IMDb page.
Right.
That dude, and I don't even think he's 50 yet.
Hits.
Yeah. He just keeps cranking them out.
And by the way, Sinners is like genius level stuff. I mean, Sinners is like nothing he's ever done, and like frankly nothing I've ever seen.
Didn't he do Black Panther too?
Black Panther is huge.
And the Creeds.
Yeah.
And all the Creed movies. I'll say that. How would you describe Sinners, Em, in a nutshell?
Sexy, scary, fun.
Okay. I would say musical vampires.
Got to put in the sexy there. It's a
but
very sexy movie.
There's a lot
it
of
works,
sex.
right?
It totally works. It's fantastic.
By the way, I know you mocked her, Emily, on Sunday when you sent me a text that Tiana Taylor had won a Golden Globe.
I like
Because
Tiana Taylor.
I love Tiana Taylor, but she was a cast member in All's Fair. So congratulations, the first All's Fair cast member since that show's release to win an award.
I think that girl's going places.
Let me tell you, she gives a great speech. She's really entertaining.
And
You've not seen the movie. She's awesome in the movie.
The camera loves her.
Yeah.
Loves
she's
her.
great. She's great. All right, we're going to do some sports graffiti, and we've lined up a really good number for you to call today. It is 213-799-0139.
Those guys on the Morales Morning Show have not figured out how to pay the phone bill. We're still using this temp
and
number.
they want to take away my computer, but they won't pay the phone bill.
Does Morales not have like a credit card he can put down or something?
He said, no, he told me they paid it, but they just haven't been able. The red tape has tied up the number.
So we're
can't-
sticking with this catchy number.
Well, today, if you want to be on Sports Graffiti, open the phones, M. 213-799-0139. You can talk about the Laker game last night. I thought LeBron.
The Rich Paul comments.
Yeah, I thought LeBron put on a spectacular show.
Chargers, should Jim Harbaugh be indicted for what happened with
manslaughter?
Justin Harbaugh for manslaughter?
Right.
Or Justin Herbert. Rams this weekend. Do you like the over like me? Do you think it's going to be tight and a low-scoring
who wins the
game?
Mason Ireland over-under bet?
All that stuff. 213-799-0139. We will do some sports graffiti next. In the meantime, we are in the middle of the week, and it's 2026, and you're back in the grind, you're back in the traffic, you're back to real life in the new year, and for some of you, this is the first full week you're trying to work and parent and function and take the kids all over the place, run errands, etc., and you could find yourself in an accident. And let me tell you something. If you're involved in an accident, and I've been in this spot. John, I got into an accident a couple of years ago. It's been a couple of years since I've gotten not been in an accident, but I immediately called Jacob from the scene. And Jacob got on the phone with me.
To do.
He walked me through the entire thing, and that way I didn't screw up my case. And ultimately, if you don't screw up your case and you let Jacob handle it, you got a chance to get the compensation that you deserve, and you don't pay Jacob unless you win. Now, Ireland, the phone number is now so easy.
It is. Is it 800?
800.
Yeah, 800-345-6789.
Yeah, so easy.
That's so easy to remember.
800-345-6789. Jacob pays the phone bill. 800-345-6789. Don't forget, trusted legal partner of the Rams, the Lakers and LAFC, part of our community. And if you're involved in an accident, an important part of your life, 800-345-6789. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive. Weekdays starting at 3 p.m.
I can't stand cosigners. Cosign people that cosign arguments. My wife is the biggest cosigner in the world, and it messes up, like, whatever I'm trying to teach my daughter. Like, hey, we need to do X, Y, and Z. You need to do this. And she'll go, yeah, you need to do that. And it makes my daughter...
Say it like that?
Well, kind of, she cosigns what I say.
Okay.
Like, I don't need a cosigner, and you're messing it up because now she's mad because it feels like we're picking on her.
Okay.
Okay. That's a different perspective that I
told
never
my wife,
thought about.
She has turned into Flavor Flav. She's the biggest hype man in the world.
Yeah, boy!
Everything I say, Grace,
I can't believe
pick
you
your
just
shoes
said
up. Yeah, boy!
I love Flavor Flav. He's hilarious.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis starting at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN. The all-new ESPN LA app. And live on YouTube.
Smalls here. Life is full of choices, some big, some small. And when you choose an H&R Block Tax Pro, you're choosing the largest network of tax expertise to be in your corner. For when your big ambitions need help with the small details. For when your six figures come from 6 different places. For when your gaming stream becomes your revenue stream. For when your business's year one needs 70 years of tax know-how. At H&R Block, they've seen it all. And they're here to help you make the most out of your money for life outside the box.
Empower. Ellie here is getting the sleeve she's always dreamed of. She worked with Empower and planned for her next move. So she got good at money. Now she can be a little bad. Oh, by the way, you spelled journey wrong. No worries. She can afford the cover-up, too. Ooh, check out my tat. It says, invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
For a century, the Genesis Invitational has stood as one of golf's greatest stages, where the game's legends make their mark and history is written.
It's official. The round that will long be remembered. Oh, yes! Ludwig Oberg.
February 19th through 22nd, celebrate 100 years of championship golf. Experience the drama, the tradition, and the moments that define the Genesis Invitational. Get your tickets now at genesisinvitational.com.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Robert was in big trouble with the IRS.
Yes, I owed them a lot of money, over $52,000.
Then he heard about civic tax relief.
They took great care of me. It went really quick. $52,000 I owed, and they had a payoff for $100, and the IRS accepted it. Man.
Off the hook for just $100?
Civic tax relief will take care of you. Give them a call.
Call Civic Tax Relief now for your free confidential consultation. 800-881-4555. 800-881-4555. Individual results may vary. Visit civictaxrelief.com for more information.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ETHOS.com/game.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A Good Karma Brands radio station.
Mason and Ireland on LA's mega sports station.
Oh my, am I really on Mason and Ireland show?
Yes.
This is a great moment. Hey.
Right now, more of Mason and Ireland on 710.
All right, big hour. Coming up next for you, going to do some Boys in Blue report with Greg Bergman. And then at 1:30, Max Kellerman from the Game Over podcast. Is it Game Over?
I think so.
Game Over podcast with him and Rich Paul will join us at 1:30 today. In the meantime, it's Sports Graffiti time. Let's jump right in. Let's start out with Steve in North Hollywood. Steve, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead, Steve.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hey, so quickly, first I want to get to Rich Paul, and make this quick. Mm-hmm. He shouldn't be talking about the Lakers on a podcast like that while LeBron is on the Lakers. That's it. That's the only – he just shouldn't be doing it because it sounds to everyone like he's LeBron's mouthpiece. And it's bad.
Yep.
Secondly, let's get to this, trade ideas.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard John say a lot, well, maybe they can trade a second-round pick in certain situations. Lakers don't have any second-round picks, okay? Lakers have traded them pretty much until 2032. They had 3 of them attached to D'Angelo Russell just to basically get rid of him. Dorius Finney-Smith they got back, but anyway, and then, of course, they couldn't keep him, but they're going all over the place. One's going to Washington. They're
right. Okay, so you're saying they got no second-round picks. All right, we'll take your word for that.
So, until 2032. Well, I'm looking at it now. Now, first-round picks are another thing, but they don't have access. They only have access to 2 right now, and, you're mortgaging the future. And when we get into things like, Austin Reeves, for example, Austin Reeves is on an expiring. So even if the Lakers – had an interest in moving him, and look, they might. They might be looking at it and saying this is the only thing we can do. Their best option is probably not to trade him because he's not that valuable in a trade in most situations.
First of all, let me just say, totally disagree with that. I think Austin Reeves, before he got hurt, was playing at near all-star level.
But his point is that because he's an expiring contract, he would be less. He would have less trade value. I disagree with that, and here's why. If you traded for Austin Reeves, it would be exactly the same thing as when the Warriors traded for Jimmy Butler.
Right.
You would trade for him with the understanding that you were going to sign him and keep him.
Yeah.
And pay him. So that's why he's valuable.
Let's go to Adam in Foothill Ranch. Adam, you're on Sports Graffiti. Hey, Adam.
Hey, guys. Hey, first of all, how about that NFC West, man? Three out of the 4 teams still in it.
Brutal division, absolutely.
What was the best division, that's for sure, right?
Yep, absolutely. With you 100%.
Okay. And second of all, Mace, no worries about the Rams. They're gonna be all right in Chicago. Don't worry about getting out there because they're gonna just kill Chicago. And San Francisco's gonna beat Seattle. You're gonna get a home game. We're gonna get a home game in the NFC Championship.
That would be fantastic, man. Home game against San Francisco, just like the year we went to the Super Bowl.
Is Jaquiski Tart still on the 49er roster?
I don't know, but I think they should give him an
back?
honorary job in that San Francisco secondary. Let's go to Patrick in Covina. Patrick, you're on Sports Graffiti. Hey, Patrick.
Hey, guys. Well, hey, tell you what. Hey, I like this idea. Going retro back in the days when you had the 1-800 lines and your lines that you were calling yourself. So I like the retro idea. No problem. I'll pay for the call. It's free anyways on my cell phone. Hey, secondly, great to see Miami U in the championship game. So the question is, what's the over and under, and how many alumni are going to be on the sidelines waiting for this moment of their team being in the championship games? I think that's going to be great. Like that one year that SC had all those people on the sidelines when they were at the Orange Bowl.
The problem, Patrick, is that Indiana's probably going to beat them.
Oh, Indiana, I think, is going to just roll them.
Yeah, so I mean, all those guys can show up on the sidelines, but they might be disappointed.
Maybe Michael Irvin's there, maybe Warren Sapp's there, maybe Ray Lewis is there, but I don't think it's going to be a good show for Miami. I think that is one-sided. Let's go to Mateo in Covina. Mateo, you're on Sports Graffiti. What's happening, Mateo?
Gentlemen, I have a question for you guys over there and lady.
Yep.
So it is the year 2026, and we have so much technology. We have AI. We can shoot rockets into the air. You can get to New York from L.A. in 5.5 hours. But please tell me why on the ESPN LA app, the episodes are not in chronological order. Because if I'm listening to hour 2, it will automatically autoplay to hour 1. Why not just make it hour 1 at the top, hour 2 at the second, and hour 3?
Yeah, Brian, why did you screw this up so badly?
BC, what?
I'll just put them in.
Do you put them in order?
I put them in, hour 1 through 3.
All right, we'll work on
I can start doing it backwards.
We're going to
But I will say,
on
I think
that.
the people that are making the planes fly and the rockets are not necessarily working on our app, but they're
True.
great people with a lot of talent.
And the best intentions. The best intentions. Let's go to Danny in L.A. Hey, Danny, you're on Sports Graffiti. What's happening, Danny?
What's up, guys? How's it going?
Good, man.
I have a question. So yesterday, BC talked about the Kansas City Royals bringing in their home run fence.
Yes. Right.
I've always been curious, who decides that when new ballparks come up? Like who was the dumb guy that decided to put a hill when the Astros opened up their new park? I mean, it's not there anymore, but
right.
I was just
So
curious.
here's how it works. You can draw up any type of stadium design you want, but it has to be approved
by MLB,
by
sure.
Major League Baseball. So you can. I'm surprised they actually approved Tubbs Hill, which was that
Which
dumb
is
thing.
bizarre.
Yeah, they did. He's right. They got rid of it. But like the Green Monster in Boston and the short porch in Yankee Stadium, all that stuff's been approved by MLB.
Yeah, exactly. Let's go to Joe in Newport Beach. Hey, Joe. What's up, man?
Hey, guys. Regarding the Ireland story that he told about Luka and Schroeder.
Yeah.
Luka came off looking like a real jerk on that, and here's why.
Okay.
The one thing Keyshawn always used to say on his show when he had it was professional athletes, as an unwritten rule, never talk about another man's money, and he violated that rule. And didn't Luka cost himself more money by being traded?
He did, but here's the thing. Guys who talk trash do it specifically to get in your head. That they can handle it and they're betting on the fact that you can't, Joe.
Right.
So they're trying to say things that are going to get you out of your game and rattle you.
So messing with your money should not be out of bounds. Because I remember Keyshawn saying it. Don't mess with a man's money.
I think you can say almost anything, and
Yeah.
it's just a matter of how I react to it.
Yeah.
You know,
That would be one of the most if I was Dennis Schroeder, that'd be one of the most irritating things.
Well, obviously it is.
Yeah, it would get me going. Let's go to Albert in Rancho Cucamonga. Albert, you're on Sports Graffiti. Hey, man.
Hey, guys. Love the show. I wanted to talk about how Mason said about maybe 40% of the fans don't like LeBron. I would think it's more 60% based off the water cooler at my job and people I know about. And one of the things that's frustrating is when LeBron doesn't do well, we can't critique him because we say his age, he's old. But when he does well, we bring up, wow, he's so great for his age. So you can't say anything about him at this point.
So
It's
you're
very
saying
hard.
that people grade him on the curve is what you're basically saying.
Yeah. Yes.
So are you one of the, you said it's 60% or 50%. Are you one of the haters?
I don't want to be called a hater, but
how would you
I'm
describe
definitely
it?
not a LeBron fan.
Not a LeBron.
Yeah, it surprises me, Albert, how many people are in your camp.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, look at last night. 1 rebound short of a triple-double, was the best player on the floor. He's probably not going to be here next year, so I'm trying to enjoy LeBron while we have him.
Let's get a couple more in here. Let's go to Adam at Mount Washington. Adam, you're on Sports Graffiti. Hey, Adam.
Hey, guys. Giving a little bit of context, like going backwards, I know you touched on this earlier about the Chuck Klosterman conversation with Bill Simmons. John, me and you got into it during the NBA Finals about it being an entertaining finals. I think I won that one. And then I also have told you that my friends travel to a Laker game every year. We were actually supposed to meet you in Portland this weekend, but unfortunately had to cancel.
Okay.
I want to go back to that Chuck Klosterman conversation.
Yeah, sure.
As you can tell, I'm a big NBA fan. I grew up in L.A. I've always rooted for the Lakers. I went to a Big Ten school, huge Dodger fan. So I actually didn't get excited about the Rams coming back because I never had the NFL. You always talk about there being a lost generation of Rams fans.
Yeah, you're
I'm coming around.
Yep.
I'm coming around. I'm more interested in the Rams these days than I am the NBA, and I think it actually has to do with what Chuck Klosterman said about the NBA betting on personalities and those personalities being cyclical. Regardless of whether or not you like LeBron or Kevin Durant or whatever, those are personalities that maybe it's just because I grew up with, but I found way more compelling. I actually remember we talked about starting 5 with Ramona last year and how it just didn't seem that interesting. I'm curious, beyond the TV product and obviously some of the other things that Chuck Klosterman said, what is it about the NBA right now that just seems to not be hitting the same way? Obviously, the NFL is doing an amazing job, but what is it about the NBA?
Okay, thanks, Adam. Thanks, Adam.
A couple of things. Number one, I actually think the NBA is a tremendous television product. And if you haven't seen Wemby play, he's like, there's a few guys, Wemby, SGA, still Steph, Luka, that if they're on, I'm watching. I mean, they're great. But I think what hurts the NBA, to Adam's point, is so many guys don't play.
Right.
This load management thing is a real problem.
Yep.
And they've tried to fix it with the 65-game rule. That's not working. I think they should throw that out. They tried it. It didn't work. But that's what they have to fix. I will beat this horse until it is more dead than it is now. Get rid of the back-to-backs. Increase the chances that your star players are going to be out there every night. If I go see the Rolling Stones and Mick Jagger's not there, I'm disappointed.
Right.
If I go pay tickets to see the Lakers and Luka and LeBron are out, I'm disappointed. In the NFL, that doesn't happen as much.
Is it fair to say that the NBA is the most player-driven, personality-player-driven sport we have?
Oh, sure.
I mean, to me, that's
a lot of times,
that's part of it. And see, LeBron is a personality that not everybody takes to. He's polarizing. You have an opinion about him, but you don't necessarily love the guy. And having an opinion about somebody is a good sign.
And think about
love, hate, whatever.
Yeah, think about something. So, of the 4 major sports,
yep,
the NBA is the only sport where we know exactly what everybody looks like. In football, they wear helmets. In baseball, they wear hats. In hockey, they wear helmets. In basketball, if Wemby walked in here right now, number one, these guys are extremely tall.
Sure,
so but if he walked in, as you're walking down the street right now, we'd know exactly who that was. If Colby Parkinson walked across LA Live right now, I don't know how many people would know that's him.
I think Matthew Stafford would hit him in the corner of the
right,
LA Live.
Right.
Plaza.
If, we all know the Dodgers really, really well.
Yeah.
But if Dalton Rushing walked across LA Live right now, would people know that's him?
See, I think one of the things, and we're talking about personality driven, I think that NBA players are really good at brand awareness and social media. Guys are good at that, and that raises the profile of NBA personalities. All right, coming up next, Greg Bergman's going to jump in here. We're going to do the Boys in Blue report. And by the way, at 1:30, Max Kellerman is going to join us. He and Rich Paul did that podcast, Game On, which everybody is talking about today. We'll do that coming up. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right, Blue Ice Vodka is the finest source vodka from Idaho potatoes and pure Snake River aquifer water. Blue Ice is made from potatoes. Most vodka, almost all the other ones, are made from corn. When you make it from potatoes, it's smoother, it's creamier, it has no burn, it's gluten-free, no added sugar, it's only 64 calories per ounce. Blue Ice Classic is a traditional vodka, double espresso, crafted from Arabica coffee. That's the one Emily threw into her concoction over the weekend and loved. And my favorite, Huckleberry, which is Idaho's state fruit. You got to try Blue Ice. Everybody that I've asked to try Blue Ice gets back to me and says, man, what in the world was I waiting for? Ask for it by name, Blue Ice Vodka, because taste matters.
Mornings on 710 ESPN can get a little heated at times.
Oh my God, you're the guy. Get him, George. You're You're like that annoying guy who is on like social media, like saying stupid things. Like that's you.
I'm not on social media. I'm on the radio doing it.
Are you calling him a mongrel? Your sports takes at times can be just exhausting.
Well, that's good though.
God. It's the morning show with Sedano and Cap, where Sedano's patience gets tested daily. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
Located in the heart of downtown Los Angeles, Crypto.com Arena is pulling back the curtain and unveiling new behind-the-scenes VIP tours presented by Delta Airlines, which offers an exclusive look inside one of the world's most iconic sports and entertainment venues. Expert guides will lead small groups through spaces that have hosted legendary sports championships, world-renowned concerts, and epic awards. Guests will also explore the VIP areas and experience the arena's latest renovations. Visit CryptoArena.com/tours for more info. The champion has landed. Lionel Messi's exclusive wine is here, and he chose Mortada Imports, the only place in the U.S. to get it. Stop searching. The 10 GOAT Primitivo Puglia is the bottle every sports fan needs to own. This is your chance to celebrate like a champion. It's history in a bottle. Don't miss this winning opportunity. Pre-sale is happening now. Go to messywine.com. That's messywine.com. Own the legend.
Hey, Los Angeles, your Rams are in the playoffs, and if you missed out on any action this past season, don't make the same mistake. Clinch your spot in the Rams house for 2026. Watch every home game next year with marquee matchups against the Bills, Chiefs, Cowboys, and Packers. In addition, enjoy home playoff ticket access, interest-free monthly payment plans, and stadium event pre-sale access. Visit therams.com/2026. Again, that is therams.com/2026. Don't miss out on any of next year's action and get your Rams season tickets today.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so like everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are like so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football, it's a pepper thing.
This college football moment is brought to you by Serve Pro.
College football teams have moments they recovered from and made it like it never even happened. Like on October 2nd, 1993, when the University of California faced a 30-0 halftime deficit to Oregon. Cal went on a remarkable 42-11 run in the second half to capture a 42-41 victory, one of the largest comebacks in college football history.
Serve Pro. Like it never even happened.
The biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland.
Payoff pitch to Rojas.
Hey, this is Miguel Rojas from the Los Angeles Dodgers.
It's back. It's on its way. Out of here. Miguel Rojas.
You're listening to Mason and Ireland Show.
Mason and Ireland rolls on.
Hey! It's the ninth inning. We got a lead. Look who it is.
I like the change.
Yeah.
It was always Boys of Summer or whatever it was, but now it's
Center field.
Center field, thank you.
Yeah.
Center field before. And now it's the Timmy Trumpet. We have a drop in there somewhere that has John Ireland making fun of Timmy
Making
Trumpet.
fun of Timmy Trumpet?
Yeah, he says, go twiddle your trumpet.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Good. Well, now he plays for us. I'm all on board with the trumpet.
It's on my page in there if you can find it. It's very funny.
Before you do your thing, join DeMarco Farr and Sue Cravens live today from 3 to 6 at Sleep Number in Torrance on PCH. Win tickets to the next Rams game at SoFi. Hang out with Rampage and the Rams cheerleaders, plus a special meet and greet with Rams legend Vince Ferragamo. He got us to the Super Bowl in '79. Powered by Sleep Number, your comfort, your choice. All right, so it's the Boys in Blue report. Who we getting? We getting Bo Bichette. We getting Kyle Tucker.
The Kyle Tucker rumor, Greg, is that they've offered him $50 million a year, but in a short-term
The Mets
deal.
have, yeah.
The Mets have, but I heard the Dodgers made an offer too.
Probably at a higher is what they were saying.
Right.
Yeah.
So, is Tucker holding out for more term? Do you think? Is that why we don't know the answer yet?
I do. I think he wants both. He wants it all, right? He wants the higher AAV and the more years. So he's probably going to go to the place that he feels the best about. The Dodgers don't work like that in a lot of things. That's why they didn't get Bryce Harper back in the day. Remember, they went low years, 3 years, high AAV, and that didn't hit.
AAV is
They
average
did that
annual
with
value.
Aaron Judge. They tried that.
Yep.
They've front-loaded contracts in a shorter term. Yeah,
it's kind of a bet on yourself if you take that deal, the short-term deal, because you got more money in hand, and then in 3 years you get another bite at the apple.
Right. I just deferred the hell out of that. Just give me that.
Just give me all the deferred
Give me all
money.
that down the road. So, do you think they're in play for Kyle Tucker? Do you think they're in play for Bichette? Do you think they're in play for Bellinger?
So I think they're in play for all of them because they're the Dodgers and they're going to pay people. But I think they're going after Tucker. It feels like I don't really like that. I don't. We need outfielders, but I would stay away from Tucker from the things that have been reported on him.
He
about how
really
he
had
is.
He struggled the second half
was
of last
awful,
year. Yeah,
and apparently he's not great in the locker
he was
room.
getting booed at home. He was so bad down the stretch last year.
That sounds like Michael Conforto revisited.
That's what the Dodgers don't do. They go out and get the guys that make sense for the team and fit in with the team.
By the way, do you know this? I'm surprising you with this, so I apologize for that in advance. Is Conforto still under contract?
No, it was a 1 year deal.
Okay, so
he's done.
and there's been no talk of bringing him back?
He can go to the KBO for all I care. The end of him is totally fine. But Bichette, I do think that's the guy that I would probably want the most. I did see Matt Gelb, I think his name is. He works for The Athletic, I believe.
Okay.
He said that there's a Phillies and Bo Bichette talk going that's going
Phillies,
on right
Bo Bichette.
Yeah, that seems like it's really progressing.
There's
down the
Tucker,
line.
Toronto.
Yeah, that's happening a lot.
Toronto's got a lot of money to spend.
And then
I
there's
wonder why
Bellinger.
Toronto is letting Bichette shop himself. I mean, why didn't they just lock him up?
Because, he was the shortstop, right? So now they're moved him over to second base, but I think they feel like they have other guys to play that position at a lower cost because they're going to spend that money on Bichette on Kyle Tucker. So that money has to come from somewhere.
All right, so let me ask both you guys about something that Rob Manfred said on a podcast the other day.
He's a jerk.
Just a piece of metal.
Yeah, that was a huge
worst
mistake.
I will never, ever forget that ever.
He is thinking about, in 3 years, when the CBA comes up, realigning baseball. So get rid of the National League, get rid of the American League.
Fine.
And do it geographically. So how many teams are in baseball right now? 30?
Yeah. What is it? Yeah, 30.
30, yeah.
So you would have 15 teams in the western part of the country and 15 teams in the eastern part of the country, and those are your conferences.
Yep.
Those are basically, and you would still play the other side, but it would cut way back on travel, and you'd have
geographical rivalries.
Right.
You could travel so far, all that stuff.
I hate this idea. What do you guys think?
I don't care if they do it. They do it. That's fine. I would prefer they get rid of divisions. I heard you talking about something along this
Just
lines.
go to NBA.
Just give me conferences.
Yeah.
Just give me leagues. That's it. It doesn't matter. I don't need. We play.
By
This
the way, I
team
feel
15
100% the same about the NFL.
Yeah, totally agree.
Carolina should not be the 4 seed. I'm sorry. They should not get a home game. They went 8-9. I don't care that you won the division. Go to the traditional NBA standards. Rams were the 5. They should play the 4.
I look at the NBA standings every single day, and I leave the ESPN.com NBA standings up always.
Yeah.
It's never on division. It's on by conference.
Correct.
Because I want to see 1 through 10.
You have to click on something to get the divisions.
Right.
If
yeah.
you just click
I don't
on
want
standings, they'll give you the conference.
Because that's how it should be in every single sport. You can still play teams that are technically in your position more often than or division more often than others, but why have it do any other way? It should just be straightforward.
I don't want to cut you off, but I'm cutting you off.
Yeah, you have Max Kellerman.
Max Kellerman's coming up in the meantime, but the Boys in Blue report, who brings it to us?
Is brought to you by Hard Rock Casino Tejon, the easiest drive from downtown L.A. This January, Unity members can enter to win the Drive the Dream Corvette giveaway with drawings every Thursday. Learn more at casino.hardrock.com/Tejon. Hard Rock Casino Tejon. This is how SoCal plays.
All right, the Max Kellerman, who's making trouble with Rich Paul, is going to join us coming up next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right, the Lakers and Toyota are celebrating 50 years of partnership. They first got together in 1976, and as part of that, the We Make It Easy sales event is going on right now. You'll find the biggest selection of the year with some of the biggest savings all in one place, and it doesn't matter what type of Toyota you're looking for. You can get a Camry, you can get a Tacoma, you can get a RAV4. No matter what it is, car, truck, SUV, all of them are on sale. And there's one of two ways you can do it. You can either go into a Southern California Toyota dealer, and you can sit in the car, you can drive it, you can shop around, take a look at all the entire selection, or if you know what you want, just head over to Toyota.com, where it's easier than ever to find your next Toyota, and you can custom build that car right there on the website. It's all part of 50 years of teamwork, innovation, and going places together. We make it easy. Toyota. Let's go places.
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive. Weekdays starting at 3 p.m.
I play football. That's all that came out of my mouth when I met Janet Jackson.
Where'd you meet her?
We were going out one night, and with all these backup dancers, she said, "Would you like to come meet Janet Jackson?" Heck yeah.
Stupid question.
Let's go.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah.
So I'm all good. This is velour suit, earring day, walking through the club, and I'm feeling good. And then we get to the VIP area, and she is sitting like right in the middle where you can see her through the door. And the minute I saw her, all my confidence went out the window. She introduces me to Janet, and the only thing that came out of my mouth is, "I play football." She said, "That's nice."
Yeah. Good for you.
I had my shot, and I
Did
blew
you
it.
recover?
No, that was it. That's all I had.
Turn around and walk away?
I had a shot, and I missed. It was horrible. It was terrible.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis. Weekdays at 3 on 710 ESPN, the ESPN LA app, and streaming live on YouTube.
Time to sell your house? Call Sellers Advantage at 888-450-AS-IS. They will buy your home with a competitive cash offer. No need for repairs. No agents, and you can close in days. 888-450-AS-IS or visit sellersadvantage.com.
Don't worry, sell happy with Sellers Advantage.
Hey, it's Travis. Every legend has a story, and those stories are kept at Legends Attic in Claremont. Legends Attic is the premier sports memorabilia gallery and store that offers a unique blend of rare and iconic collectibles. It's a community for sports fans and collectors, so go check it out for yourself. Legends Attic, 619 West Foothill Boulevard in the city of Claremont. Visit legendsattic.com and be sure to follow Legends Attic on all social media platforms so you can stay connected to know about their upcoming signings and special events with Hall of Famers and pro players.
We've all heard mortgage rates have finally moved down. So if you've gotten a mortgage in the last 2 years, contact the Loan Exchange to check on lowering your mortgage payment. Today, the Loan Exchange is offering a 30-year fixed free closer loan at 5.5% rate and APR. That's right, there are no closing costs. Wow! You can lower your monthly payment without increasing your loan balance. Isn't it worth a few minutes of your time to find out how much the Loan Exchange can lower your payment? By the way, if rates go down further next year, you can do the same thing again without any closing costs. Call the Loan Exchange at 855-752-9944 or go to theloanexchange.com for a free closer 30-year fixed rate and APR of 5.5%. NMLS 1637539. Loan subject to credit approval. See website for licensing information, loan terms and conditions. Equal housing lender. Call 855-752-9944 or visit theloanexchange.com.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
4? Man, my drives have been getting weaker and weaker. The same thing happened to me when I turned 40. Men over 40 lose more than just their golf game. Energy, strength, stamina, it all goes downhill. I got Nugenix Total T2 and started feeling like my old self in no time.
America's most trusted testosterone-boosting brand is back. Nugenix Total T2. Crafted with a unique new formula that combines the ultimate free and total testosterone booster with a powerful nitric oxide booster that works in just 3 hours. Feel like a new man, leaner, stronger, with more energy and drive. Get your complimentary bottle today by texting BEAT to 369-369 now.
All right, let's test this out. Wow, that's on the green, man. Looks like I got my drive back.
Text BEAT to 369-369 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2. Text now and we'll even throw in a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our most powerful fat incinerator ever.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. Product not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Hi, this is Devontae Adams of your LA Rams. The biggest show on the radio, this is Mason in Ireland. LA's mega sports station, 710 ESPN. Listen to every Rams game on the all-new ESPN LA app.
You know, we had a golden era here at 710 ESPN when Mason and Ireland led into the Max and Marcella show, and Max Kellerman is back. He's got the Game On podcast with Rich Paul. We've had all kinds of conversations about it today. Hey, Max, glad to hear you again. What's going on, man?
Game over podcast.
Oh, sorry, game
mate.
over. Sorry, I screwed that up.
Don't
Game
script
over.
the
No.
Max, let me just say that the world is a better place when you're on the air. For people that don't know, in this business, sometimes in order for us to get paid, you got to stay off the air for a while, and that's what happened with Max. But Max, you belong where you are, on TV, on the radio, speaking into a microphone. And we still, Mason and I both, remain your biggest fans, man. It is great to have you back. How does it feel? Were you bored, or were you like, nope, this is good?
It feels weird. It feels weird getting this kind of thing from you guys. I'm expecting us to snap on each other. What's going on?
That's going to happen later.
Yeah, no, we will ultimately. Okay. Yeah, we'll snap at each other in the end.
Those were the golden. Let me tell you something. Not only was that the golden age of LA radio. Let's face it. But I mean, let's be honest. But that was the best time of life. The kids were young.
Amen.
I just moved out to L.A. It was like you guys and Marcellus and me and the four of us used to have a ball when we do crosstalk and stuff. Those were such great days. It must be really depressing around there without me. How do you guys keep morale up?
Well, we do our best. You know, thankfully we've got the best show in the history of Los Angeles, Mason and Ireland, to prop us up every single day.
Mace, let's be honest. You guys do it. There's no question you guys have the best show in Los Angeles radio. Now that Marcellus and I are no longer, there's no question
exactly what we would expect out of you.
Taking your throne.
Hey, but Max, how are the girls? They're grown up now. When Max said the kids were young, what he's talking about is as your kids get older, they don't like you as much. Are your kids still talking to you?
Yeah, you know, it's not that we're close. They're doing great. It's that you just when they're of a certain age, especially if you have girls, they just need their daddy.
Yep.
You know, like I used to have to sneak in the house when I got home from work, just so that I had a suit and tie on. Let's say just so I could like wash the makeup off my face from TV, right?
Yep.
Get out of the suit and tie, get changed, because otherwise they'd be jumping on me, you know. And like those, you see all those reels, those sentimental reels on Instagram and everything, and people talking about those years when the house is a mess because the kids are. Those are the greatest years of anyone listening to us right now. My mother used to tell me the days are long, but the years fly by. If you have little kids and you cannot believe how tired you are, and you realize I got to give them dinner, and you and your wife are looking at each other, and it's only like 5:30 in the afternoon. But but you know you're not going to be asleep before 11 because it's going to take forever to get them in a bath and get them fed. And you're like, oh my God, I could drop dead from fatigue. Those are the greatest moments of your life.
Well said.
Now.
Well said.
Hey, all right, so we're going to get to the content of the Game Over podcast. But first, I want to know, how did you and Rich Paul connect in the first place? How did this show come together for you?
Well, I was working on some stuff, and it was moving along. And it was like really good stuff. I was excited about it. And I got a call from Rich, and he was like, are you ready to do this show? And I thought he was joking. Because I figured, Rich wants to rep me or something. We've been good throughout the years. We got along. We used to, he was a source for me, and we were just friends. So after about 5 minutes on the phone, I realized, oh, wait a minute, he's serious. He really wants to do this. So I had to think for a second, how would that work? And then I realized, wait a minute. If, as a consumer, like there's so many shows out there, as a consumer, if I heard that was the show, that it was him and me, and that I was going to hear from Rich Paul, I would have no choice but to consume it.
Sure.
I'd have no choice. I would feel like I used to talk about this on 710, but it's if you've ever been to Reno. I actually said this on the pod today. You ever see the Simpsons episode where they go to Reno and all the dead celebrities actually just live in Reno until they're aware that they're dead, and then they disintegrate, right? So I used to say on Max and Marcellus, like, if you listen to those other stations and other shows, whether or not you're entertained, you're in Reno. Nothing happens really matters.
Yeah.
Then you go to Vegas, right? And it's like, oh my God, this is the cutting edge. And so I realized, like, if Rich and I are doing a show, you're in Vegas. Like, you must listen. If you want to know what's going on, you got to listen.
My thought, Max, when you announced it, is I wasn't worried about you. I know you're strong on opinions, and you were going to give us lots of them. I was worried that Rich would stay too close to the vest, would not, and boy, was I wrong, because he'll talk about it. You can take him anywhere, and he'll follow you there, and he's answered. I can't think of a time where he didn't answer one of your questions. Are you surprised that Rich has been as candid as he's been when let's face it, he has a lot to lose if this goes wrong?
Well, am I surprised? No, I'm not surprised because, I thought about it carefully before we did this. And Rich was telling me how he would approach it. And Rich is an honest guy. Like, if he tells you something, he's straight up and down. Everyone thinks, like, oh, LeBron put this podcast together. LeBron, no. Like, LeBron's got nothing to do with it, right? So I'm not – look, the main thing about a partner, and you guys know this, is if you're on the radio or you're in a format that's not kind of strictly formatted linear television, your partner has to have depth. That's the main thing. As a human being, they have to have depth. You have to be able – and also intellectual capacity so you guys can go down rabbit holes together, right?
Yeah,
and then, like, wind up in a new place and learn something. Rich has depth as a person. So I'm not worried about – and I was never worried about how he'd do on the air. Now, we've been on for a month together. Now we're on Netflix. We were on Spotify, but now we're on Netflix. The first month of the pod was like rehearsal, kind of, and
pretty good
we're
rehearsal.
Starting to hit we're starting to hit our stride. But guys, as you know, Seinfeld season 1 versus Seinfeld season 3, right? Big difference.
Yep.
This pod is already, in my view, and not just because I'm on it, you got to be consuming this thing.
Yeah, you're totally cooking. Everybody's talking. We've spent a big chunk of the show today talking about how you and Rich traded Austin Reeves to Memphis for Triple J.
I'm glad you brought that up, Max. Let me. This is the first thing I'm going to disagree with you about. You said that you thought Triple J would be a great fit next to Luka moving forward in exchange for Austin Reeves. This might just be my opinion. I want you to comment on it. I would rather have Austin Reeves at this stage of his career than I would Triple J because I think Austin is ascending and Triple J is descending. What do you think?
I don't know if Triple J is descending or not, but I'll say this about Austin Reeves. I like Austin Reeves a lot, as does Rich, by the way. And if you listen to the pod today, I threw out there because I know, because we talk, we hang out, we're driving someplace to a Rams game or we're having dinner or whatever, we talk about this stuff all the time and have for years, right? So I asked them, look, they're never going to trade Luka and keep Austin Reeves, but there is some redundancy, not just because they're white backcourt players who can score, right?
Yeah,
like,
right.
It's because they're on ball point guard scorer types, right? Okay,
right.
So in with the second apron, you can't really afford redundancy nowadays. You can before it's time for them to get paid, but once they get paid, you can't be redundant. And because Luka is an unwilling defender, which I've been all over him about, and Austin Reeves is kind of like Steph in the sense that he's a willing defender.
Yeah, right.
He's just not very good at it, right?
Right.
I think it's a problem if all of your resources are funneled to those two places. I'm not convinced that you need to get rid of Austin Reeves. I think there's a world, it'll never happen, where you could deal Luka because you get more for him than Austin Reeves and build around Austin Reeves.
Right.
It's not about dissing Reeves.
Okay, so I want to throw something at you. This is, and we talked about this a little bit earlier. So if, let's say my agent, wonderful guy, did a podcast, and on the podcast said, yeah, Mason needs to get rid of John Ireland. That would... I would be pissed off about that.
Yeah,
exactly. I've been putting up with it for 30 years.
That would piss me off that my agent was doing that. So talk about sort of this level of, like last night, apparently Rich had a 5-minute conversation with one of Austin's agents.
We talked about it on the show today, guys. This is what I'm saying. You can't not consume the show. It's on Spotify. It's on Netflix. You're going to have to check it out. But I will give you a preview. He did have that conversation, and he went in depth on that conversation.
Good for him.
Like that was, yes, he's not, the crazy thing about Rich, and the reason I liked him so much as a source when I was on First Take, for example, is I was never burned by Rich. Like, in other words, you know how guys, if you're a media guy, people try to position you, right? And for those who think, oh, LeBron's doing all this, there are useful idiots in the media, right? People who can easily. I am not one of them. You're not going to position. Like, I'm not being positioned by Rich Paul through LeBron James. It's just not happening. And by the way, if it was happening, I would tell you, and that'd be part of the shtick of the show.
Yeah, that's why it's so good, because you guys both shoot from the hip. All right, Max, last thing from me. This is a question from Lisa Ireland.
Oh.
She's very interested in the answer. Have you met Adele? And what is she like?
Oh, great question.
I have met Adele, and she's great, briefly. But she was very nice. Like, the crazy thing about Adele is, you ever hear anyone say anything bad about Adele?
Never.
Like, everyone loves her from the music, like, unimpeachably excellent, right? To, like, her. You never hear, like, I can't think of a celebrity with that much kind of goodwill that people have toward them and so little negative stuff.
And Max,
right?
have you and part of this is she's authentic. If you've ever seen the video of when like other celebrities come to her show, she literally breaks down. Celine Dion came to her show and Adele broke down in tears. She was so excited to see. So she's genuinely appreciative of, like we all are, but she's genuinely appreciative of her luck in life.
And by the way, I saw Adele in Vegas at her residence. She puts on an unbelievable show. And she's very humble and she's very down to earth and she's very real.
Self-deprecating.
She's terrific. So I look
She's
forward to hearing her.
She's got pipes, boys.
That's true.
I look forward to hearing her on the Game Over podcast with you and Rich Paul. Again, congratulations on the show, man, and I hope you come back on.
Guys, it was a pleasure having me today.
Of course, it always is. Say hi to the girls. See ya.
There's Max Kellerman. What a great guy.
I miss Max.
Yep. All right, so John.
Never boring when Max was here.
No, we had some stuff go down.
Yes. You've lost a friend.
You've
was
lost
when
a
Max
friend
was here.
Absolutely one of those. All right, coming up next, John, 16 or 24. What is the best option for the future of the college football playoff? Let's do that coming up next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Okay, if you are hiring, you got to use ZipRecruiter. An average job to fill in the job marketplace takes 11 weeks. Nobody's got 11 weeks. Go to ZipRecruiter right now and use it for free. ZipRecruiter.com/LA. Post your job there. ZipRecruiter.com/LA. Ian Siegel, the guy who invented ZipRecruiter, puts it simply. They don't leave anything to chance. They'll send you qualified candidates fast. How fast? 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within 1 day. So what are you waiting for? Go to that website and use ZipRecruiter for free. ZipRecruiter.com/LA. Again, ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
The best way to start your morning is with Sedano and Cap. Until Cap turns it into this.
I love Cher. How old is Cher now?
Got to be like 80.
Yeah. In a weird way, she's still very hot.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right.
Don't you think? Oh, my God.
79 years old.
She has a boyfriend that's like 28.
Right. That's what I'm kind of saying, you know?
You're
like
saying
Georgia, right?
Sedano literally spitting water out. As Cappy said, Cher's still hot.
She's hot like Martha Stewart is hot, right?
It's a weird way.
Listen, we all are disgusted by, like, Bill Belichick and his 24-year-old girlfriend and what's going on there. Nobody's disgusted by, like, Cher being 79 and her boyfriend being in his under 30.
Man, you've been holding all these takes in for weeks.
I needed you guys. I needed you guys.
You never know what's coming next on Sedano and Cap, where the hot takes stay hot, no matter the age. Weekday mornings starting at 7 on ESPN LA.
For a century, the Genesis Invitational has stood as one of golf's greatest stages, where the game's legends make their mark and history is written.
It's official. The round that will long be remembered. Oh, yes! Ludwig Oberg.
February 19th through 22nd, celebrate 100 years of championship golf. Experience the drama, the tradition, and the moments that define the Genesis Invitational. Get your tickets now at genesisinvitational.com.
ESPN LA family, on personal injury attorney Joseph S. Normand. 2026 marks 15 years that you've trusted me to represent you. When you're hurt and down, I'm honored to fight for you in personal injury cases when it matters most. Numbers don't lie. I'm the real deal. The voice you hear is a voice you get. If you've been injured in an accident, call 213-747-1234, 213-747-1234, or visit normandlegal.com. Normand Legal, built on trust, proven by results.
Smalls here. Life is full of choices, some big, some small. And when you choose an H&R Block Tax Pro, you're choosing the largest network of tax expertise to be in your corner. For when your big ambitions need help with the small details. For when your 6 figures come from 6 different places. For when your gaming stream becomes your revenue stream. For when your business's year 1 needs 70 years of tax know-how. At H&R Block, they've seen it all. And they're here to help you make the most out of your money for life outside the box.
Empower. Ellie here is getting the sleeve she's always dreamed of. She worked with Empower and planned for her next move. So she got good at money. Now she can be a little bad. Oh, by the way, you spelled journey wrong. No worries. She can afford the cover-up too. Ooh, check out my tat. It says, invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
Mason, Ireland, on 710 ESPN.
Shohei Ohtani and I have something in common.
No, you don't.
Yes, we do.
I don't believe
we do.
Does he call in sick a lot?
No.
Okay.
Right now, more of Mason and Ireland on 710.
What is Tubi? Why do I see so many ads?
I love Tubi. Tubi's the best.
It's a TV app.
So would it be like a replacement for what?
It's like it's more like Pluto. It's owned by Fox.
Yep.
It hosts all the weirdest movies you've ever seen. They have a lot of like Tubi originals, which they have some like Tubi original TV shows. They have one about USC, but they also have the most poorly made movies ever on there.
Good.
They have amazing movies on it. Like I watched Spotlight on there over the weekend.
Great movie. Yeah.
Like
I'm trying to remember what I was looking for a movie the other day, and it was only on Tubi, and we found it, and I ended up watching
it on Tubi.
Yeah, you just have to download. Yeah, they have ads.
Yeah,
but you just have to download.
By the way, real quick, I want to dump this in, and then we'll get to this college football playoff conversation. So I am finally caught up on Traitors. There are 3 episodes in. Are we allowed to say anything? Brian, you watch it. Em,
sure,
watch it.
Who cares?
Yeah,
just say
I'm in favor of who cares.
Michael Rappaport must be stopped.
He's okay.
Bring me the head of Michael Rappaport. It's unbelievable how bad he is on this show, how annoying.
Hate him, but he's great TV. I'm so sorry.
I think he's bad at the game.
And I don't care. I need a villain. I need someone to root against. God. And he makes the show so much more compelling because I hate him so much.
I think everybody doesn't
By
believe.
the way, if he's that guy, they'll never lose him. They'll
I think they're going to vote him out
shield.
fast. They're
you
going to
don't
vote
watch
him
enough
out
reality
fast.
TV show. You need the evil guys. You need the bad characters. You need them because they make everything interesting.
By the way, you know who's on there is Lisa Rinna.
Fantastic.
And she's actually really, really
married
good.
to the great Harry Hamlin.
There you go.
And by the way, Claire, my sister, if you're listening, you dress exactly like Lisa Rinna in this episode. My sister
Really?
Claire will wear like cheetah print head to toe.
Yeah.
She's in her diva era right now.
Lisa Rinna looks very stylish all the time. All the time.
Yeah.
All right, listen to DeMarco and Travis all week for your chance to win the Genesis Invitational Dream Foursome. When you hear the cue to call, be caller number 7. Win a 4-pack of GA tickets. You're qualified for a chance to play golf with Sue Cravens and Travis Rogers at Riviera Country Club.
Wow.
All right, so there is a chance, John, that the college football playoff will expand this year for 2026. We're getting towards a deadline. Here is Heather Dinich from ESPN explaining.
My sense in talking to sources is that there's more momentum than ever to go to a 16-team field, possibly as soon as 2026. If SEC Commissioner Greg Sankey and Big Ten Commissioner Tony Petitti can agree to it, and right now that stalemate still exists. Those two men have the bulk of control over the future format. The deadline is at the end of the month in order to change it if they are going to. And if they cannot agree, it will stay at 12 for now.
Okay, so there is a proposal out there, and this is apparently what the Big Ten wants. They want to expand to 16 for 2026, as long as they are able to expand to 24 teams a couple of years down the road. Now, I'm okay with 16. By the way, USC was number 15 in the final college football playoff ranking, so we might have gotten in there. I think 24 is too much. I think that's too many. Basically, you're talking about minimizing the regular season to an unbelievable degree. Like, who cares if Alabama beats Georgia during the regular season? They're both going to be in the top 24 anyway. I think there's a fine line here between a healthy playoff and just sort of like everybody gets in.
I agree with you. 16 is better than 12, but more than 16 is almost unnecessary.
Yeah.
USC, you mentioned, was 15.
Yep.
They had their chance this year.
Sure they did.
They didn't beat Notre Dame.
They didn't beat Oregon.
They didn't beat Illinois,
Yeah.
so they were left out. But if you want to put them in and give them a puncher's chance, yeah, for sure. I think the way it would probably work is the top 4 seeds would get buys, and then the other 12 would kind of work it out. But what they're going to argue over is how many guaranteed spots. The Big Ten is going to want probably, if they go to 16, the Big Ten's probably going to want
4.
I thought they would.
5?
I think they'll ask for 5 or 6. Yeah,
and the SEC is
will
going to
do
want
the same.
Yeah,
and then you can do other teams. But 16 to me sounds like enough.
By the way, have we learned our lesson, James Madison, Tulane? I mean, come on. You were big James Madison, big Tulane.
I'm just trying to argue that if you just push aside those teams, you're saying that half of the sport doesn't matter.
Right, but they clearly were not in the class of the college football playoff teams. They both got absolutely rolled.
JMU scored more, and it was a closer game to Oregon than Oregon's next opponent they played.
But it was still not a competitive game.
Still wasn't a competitive game at the end.
Do you think those schools, those smaller schools, should get in? I just think
absolutely not.
Yeah, I mean, I just think it's ridiculous.
You cannot make a compelling argument to me that James Madison and Tulane should have been in there over Notre Dame.
Yeah, it makes no sense. Notre
Dame would destroy either one of those schools.
Yes, they would.
And so now I think they're going to. But when there were only 4 teams, everybody freaked out. Then they moved it up to 8, and now it's at 12. 16's fine.
16's
but
good.
You're right. More than 16 is almost just gluttonous.
Then everybody's in. It just doesn't matter. It's like the NCAA tournament. Everybody is in.
But basketball is different than football. Basketball, you can play 2 games in a weekend. You can't do that in football.
Yeah, exactly. All right, coming up next for you is Fast Track. Em has got stuff. Brian's got stuff. And we will do it coming up next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
This is what happens when you show DeMarco Farr a picture of Travis Rogers throwing heat back in his college baseball days.
I am loving these pictures. The one of you pitching is outstanding, bro.
Yeah, I gotta put it.
You look like Earl Hershiser here. Look at the neck vein.
Yeah, I was young and strong.
Your right leg is above your head. That hasn't happened in 20 years.
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
Was that like you learned how to do that? That was part of your process to
This
pitch
is
your
what's.
leg?
I mean,
He was pitching.
there comes a point where you just know how to do it.
I just want to get in the mind of this Travis. Like, this is you as you were 16 right here.
No, I was 20.
You said sophomore. Oh, this is
Sophomore
college.
yeah.
Sophomore in college.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What was going on in there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was probably pissed that I wasn't getting more innings.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis. Weekdays starting at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN. The all-new ESPN LA app. And live on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
Is it time to sell your home? Maybe you want to downsize. Maybe you want to move. Or maybe you inherited a home that you just don't want to hang on to. Whatever your reasons to sell, call Seller's Advantage. Seller's Advantage has been buying homes for decades. Their seller reviews speak for themselves. They're just people who buy from people, and they'll provide you a custom solution that works for your needs. They offer and will buy with cash, and they close in days. The great part is you don't have to worry about spending any money on repairs, preparing your home to be shown, or having people come in and out. And there are no agents, just a great offer and an easy experience that will give you the peace of mind so that you can walk away happy. So if it's time to sell your home, call Seller's Advantage for a free, no-obligation offer today. 888-390-AS-IS, 888-390-AS-IS, 888-390-2747, or visit sellersadvantage.com.
DRE number 01961658.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
The college football playoff isn't over. Not yet. That epic run, that wild dream, not over till the clock hits 0. Till the stadium shakes. Till the wild things are let loose. Till the trophy is lifted and the confetti falls. This is the national championship. When it's over, you'll feel it. This is the wild world of college football. The CFP National Championship, Monday, January 19th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern on ESPN and the ESPN app.
A SoFi personal loan is here to help you achieve something once thought impossible: overcoming high-interest credit card debt. Walk the tightrope of your finances with one low, fixed-rate monthly payment, no fees required, and as soon as the same-day funding. That's right. Pull off your own debt-defying stunt with a SoFi personal loan. Visit SoFi.com/trick to learn more. Loans originated by SoFi Bank, N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891.
Man, did I ring in the new year. In fact, those bells are still clanging. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Catch playoff fever. All the big games are on all our big screens everywhere you eat, stay, and play.
Number 2.
Brian McKnight, February 28th, only at Morongo.
And the number 1 reason.
We're giving away a 2026 Toyota Tundra SR5. Play your favorite table games with your rewards card to earn entries. Drawing the 25th.
Morongo, good times.
Hi, it's LeBron. The Lakers play here.
710 ESPN.
KSPN, Los Angeles.
A good karma brands radio station.
And it is 2 p.m. in the Southland on the biggest show on the radio, Mason in Ireland.
All right, it is time for Fast Track.
Fast Track.
The return of Fast Track, driven by our friends at Cerritos Auto Square. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com.
Time for Fast Track.
Down low is 350Q, 3.25 horsepower, 4-speed, 410 gears, 10 coats of competition orange, hand rubbed lacquer with a blue plane manifold, full race cams.
Fast Track on Mason in Ireland.
Time for Fast Track. Take it away, Mason.
All right, zoom, man.
Before I get to my Fast Track, it's Kings game day in Los Angeles. Pre-game coverage starts at 6:30 p.m., leading you right up to face-off at 7 p.m. as the Kings take on the Golden Knights. After the game, keep it here for Kings Talk with Sam Patesh, your spot to react and break down it all. Catch every moment. Just tap the Kings play-by-play tile on the all-new ESPN LA app, home of the LA Kings. So I'm not a huge fan of Jimmy Fallon's show, but I did think he did something kind of funny. So he had on his show Matt Damon and Ben Affleck, and the three of them they rattled through alphabetically the very difficult to pronounce Massachusetts township.
Yes.
And so I gave you guys all a piece of paper.
Yep.
And I would like us to go one by one and say, you guys will all say how you think it's pronounced.
Yeah.
Then I'll play how they pronounce it on the show, and we'll keep going. Okay. So the first one, John, start us off.
Do you want me to spell it or just say it?
Say it.
Billerica.
Okay, Mace.
Billerica.
And Brian.
Valencia.
Billerica.
Billerica.
I think I was the closest.
Yeah, you were in
Yes.
the ballpark.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, it's a point for John. All right, what's the second one, John?
That's tough.
This is a hard one.
Tough.
Yeah. Skitterati.
Okay, Mace.
Situatch.
Okay, and Brian.
Skikatchatu.
Say it again.
Situate.
I think
Situate.
Mace was the
I
closest
think I was
on
in the
that
ballpark
one.
on that
What
one.
did you
yeah.
say again, Brian?
Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan. I don't even think those
Canada.
are. They're not even letters there that accomplish that.
Okay,
All right.
what's the next one? John, again, you start.
Okay. Leominster.
Okay, Mace.
I'm close to John. Leominster.
Okay, and Brian.
Leominster.
We're all in the same.
Leominster.
Oh,
Leominster.
Leominster.
All right,
Leominster.
so I don't think anybody gets
No,
that.
nobody
All
gets
right.
a point for that.
Next one, John.
Tewksbury.
Mace
Tewksbury.
and Brian.
Tweaksbury.
Tewksbury.
I got that one.
Yeah.
Yes, you guys are all pretty close on that one.
All
Next one.
Truro. Truro.
Mace
I'm with John. Truro.
and Brian.
Yeah, Truro.
Truro.
You guys are good.
So
We're
we're there.
good.
We're there. And
All
the last
right,
one.
Last one.
Tinsborough.
Mace
Tynesborough.
and Brian.
Tynesboro.
Tingsboro.
Tingsboro.
Tingsboro. Yeah, you were
Victory.
there.
Good job,
Yep.
guys. You guys could all be massholes together.
How do we feel about Jimmy Fallon? Are we fans or are we not fans?
I already said
I
I'm not a
don't
fan.
have not watched that show in 10 years.
I have not watched with all due respect to everybody who's doing it, I have not watched late night TV in a very long time.
I
Not
watch
my jam.
one late night TV talk show, and it's only once a week.
Graham Norton?
I watch The Daily Show
Oh.
with Jon Stewart on Monday nights because it's the only night he works. Even though I have kind of a crush on Desi Leidick, who does it on some of the nights he's not there. But I think Jon Stewart's brilliant.
So
I like John Oliver.
John Oliver. I watch Graham Norton. Do you ever watch Graham Norton, the British guy?
On occasion.
He puts everybody together and they all sort of mix it up. It reminds me of the old days of Johnny Carson where the guests
Right.
on the couch would interact with the guest on the main chair. So that's the one I watch. But I don't watch any late night TV.
Fast track.
Brian.
All right, so we're talking a lot about the head coach vacancies that are open.
Sure.
It is being reported that some of John Harbaugh's requirements, as it was put out by Sports Illustrated.
He's got a rider.
good.
What
What
are some
No
requirements?
green jelly beans.
So he's got 4 demands here. One is at least $20 million per year.
Woo.
He also wants a $10 million staff budget.
Okay,
Okay.
that's reasonable.
Total authority over the roster.
Yeah.
And would like to search and pick his own GM. So my question to you, if you're one of these owners that, you need a new head coach, would you part with your GM if that was one of the requirements for you bringing in Harbaugh?
100%.
By the way, isn't Miami like all those things would be available, right? Did they hire a GM, Miami? Maybe they did. I can't remember. Maybe they did hire a guy
Not sure.
from Green Bay. Maybe they did. But it depends how bad your team is.
Right.
If your team is a dumpster fire and you're no good, why not let John Harbaugh take a swing at it?
Yeah, I mean, I would say he gives you instant credibility. He is.
And by the way, that's what Jim basically has.
Yeah, Jim, exactly. I mean, if I look at that scenario, I'm like, the most important relationship you have in an organization is general manager coach. And a lot of head coaches are given the opportunity to bring in their own general manager. The one that comes to mind is Pete Carroll picked out John Schneider
And
to be his
Schneider
GM.
outlasted Carroll.
And Schneider's still there working
Yeah.
away. But yeah, no, I'm in complete favor of alignment between general manager and coach, even if that means the head coach picking the general manager. All right, there you have it. Would you pay him $20 million a year?
What does McVay make?
That's a good question.
I'll look it up.
Yeah, look that up.
If that's the going rate, I'm a big John Harbaugh fan. Yeah, I don't think McVay makes that much.
I don't think so. I don't think McVay makes 20. Is McVay coming on or no?
Not
Maybe
today.
not.
Maybe Friday.
McVay makes 15.
15.
Estimated. I think a lot of times these are not like super public, but it's estimated.
Okay, got it. All right, there is. Oh no, we got time here. I'm sorry, I screwed up.
Andy Reid makes 20.
And before you get to your sound,
yes.
Mace, I want to play this one piece of stuff. We were just talking about Harbaugh and everything that's going on.
Yep.
He left the Ravens, and the Steelers also let go of their coach, or not let go. He left.
Okay.
So the AFC North only has one remaining head coach. But yesterday, the owner of the Ravens was broken the news that Mike Tomlin was going to step down in his end-of-year press conference.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to play you. This is exactly like seconds after he found out that a reporter asked him, would they interview Mike Tomlin? And this is their owner.
Holy shit, Mike, wouldn't that be awesome? Only if John takes the Pittsburgh job. Wow, wouldn't that be interesting? I don't know. That thing last week maybe disqualified him for my opening after our kicker missed a kick.
Yeah, I mean, I think the idea is like trading places.
Basically.
Yeah,
Harbaugh goes to Pittsburgh and John
deck
goes to
chairs on
Baltimore.
Titanic.
Interesting guy, Steve Bisciotti. He is a billionaire who has made tons of money and owns the Ravens and has.
Does he own the cookies?
I don't think so.
He does not own
No.
the Scotties. No.
I think he comes from the tech world, but he said something interesting a couple of weeks ago. He said, "My family has no interest in keeping the team, so I'm going to sell it." And he said, "I don't know when, but this will not be like you see other NFL franchises get handed down to the kids, like what happened with the Colts, what will undoubtedly happen with the Cowboys, what happened with the Chargers. You know, Alex Spanos handed it down to Dean.
Right.
Steve Bisciotti says that's not going to happen here. I'm just going to sell them."
Yeah.
So somebody's going to be able to buy into the NFL, which is the NFL is like printing money.
So there's a famous thing about car dealers, and we work with a lot of car dealers, and I know some.
Matter of fact, I took a picture last night with two guys that work for John Patterson.
There you go, John Patterson, awesome dude. So a lot of car dealers don't pass down their business to their son or their daughter because they think they're going to screw them up somehow. And so a lot of times you see car dealerships sold instead of inherited down the line. There's a famous story about this. Ted Turner, his dad had an enormous outdoor advertising business, billboards all over the country. And instead of willing that company to Ted Turner, he sold it and gave him the money. And Ted Turner was then driven to build a company to prove his dad was wrong about him. And look where Ted Turner wound up.
Yeah, had a very interesting life.
Yeah, he sure did. All right, so we've been talking a lot about Max Kellerman was on with us a little while ago, and Rich Paul was talking about the concept of trading Austin Reeves for Triple J in Memphis. Brian Windhorst was on our morning show, the Chris Morales morning show today, and he was talking about possibilities for the Lakers in terms of adding talent at the deadline. Listen to what Brian Windhorst says.
So they've got a guy like DeAndre Hunter. DeAndre Hunter is underachieving. He's not having a very good year this year. Okay, no one's going to dispute that. Last year, he was getting votes for Sixth Man of the Year. Last year, when he got traded to the Cavs at midseason, he was a huge part of their team. He's a guy who can defend a little bit on the perimeter. Can shoot. He's not shooting it very well this year, but last year shot 43%. This is a guy who the Cavs might say, we're going to just get off of him, and we may be willing to do it just for expiring contracts because we need to get rid of it. So you're the Lakers. Let's say you can get DeAndre Hunter for Maxi Kleber and Gabe Vincent, okay? Because the Cavs realize that they're probably not winning the East this year. And they're not there yet. I want to be clear. This is not a report. But let's just say conceptually.
Don't aggregate him.
Okay? Conceptually, the Cavs will get to a point where, like, well, we got to start shaving off money. And now the Lakers can get a guy who's probably undervalued. They can get a guy for one guy who doesn't play and another guy. Now, I know Gabe had a good game last night, but he's like, what? He's their ninth man?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say they take their ninth man and their 13th man, and they trade those two guys for a guy who last year was the Sixth Man of the Year candidate. Like, value-wise, that trade would be terrific for the Lakers, okay? They could make that deal and be like, What? And by the way, they could probably get away with it without a draft pick. Now, that's not where the Cavs maybe start the negotiations, but they might be able to just do that. That would be basically, with all due respect to everybody, that would be the poo-poo platter. Okay? DeAndre Hunter makes $25 million next year. So you've now, like, that. If they made that deal, depending on how Hunter was playing, because maybe Hunter has a good 3 weeks or maybe Hunter has a bad 3 weeks, but we would be saying, boy, the Lakers are one of the winners of the trade deadline.
I think DeAndre Hunter makes a ton of sense. Now, I don't know if Cleveland necessarily would move him for the pieces that Brian Windhorst is talking about, but he's long. He's shot 42% from 3 last year. I think he would be a really good addition for the Lakers.
Let me give you some context on this. Hunter makes $23 million this year,
and
$25 next year.
Okay, so he's got to figure into your plans in the future.
That's what would give you pause, is the $25 million he makes next year. Because this is all a game of, it's like filling out a puzzle, and different pieces have to fit into different slots. And so Hunter, and this has happened before, every time we've traded for like somebody who puts up big numbers, they tend to wilt under the lights in Los Angeles. So last year, Hunter scored 14 points a game, shot 48% from the field and 43% from 3. That's all great.
Terrific.
This year, 14 points a game, but he's only shooting 42% from the field and 30%.
So how many minutes
3.
a game is he getting in Cleveland? I think he's been pretty limited, isn't he?
Right, but what I'm saying is, if he didn't have $25 million on his books next year, you do that in a heartbeat.
Correct. Yeah.
But that's what you have to think about. Do you want to tie up $25 million
when you know you got to sign Austin Reeves during the offseason, and
for a guy who shoots 30% from beyond the arc? You need
this year, though. He's historically, if you look at him year by year by year, he's generally his career. He's a 37% 3-point shooter. 366, I think, is his average. And this year he's not shooting well. He's at 30%, but he's also in limited minutes. And you're not taking into account that he's actually a really good defender, too.
Right, which helps.
Yeah.
But
played at UVA.
Yeah.
Played at UVA. There you go.
If you could do it for the players that Brian
he
outlined,
suggested,
I think that's a really good deal. But I'm not so sure the Cavs can't get a better deal elsewhere. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm not sure that they can't get a better deal. I don't think the Lakers have the best assets going into the trade deadline. They don't really have the assets to be. They can stack up expiring contracts, but that team's got to be willing to just take expiring contracts for a player.
One reason why the Cavs would be incentivized to do this, they're over the second apron.
Oh, okay.
So by trading Hunter, particularly getting off of his contract for next season, they get below the second apron and buy themselves a ton of flexibility. So that's why people would say, well, why would the Cavs ever do it? That's why.
Okay, so let me ask you a wonky question.
Okay.
So let's just suppose that something comes down here with DeAndre Hunter. Again, this is all theoretical.
Yeah, we're just spitballing here.
So $25 million on the books next year. Does that mean, how does that work with Austin Reeves? If you pay Austin Reeves $45 million a year at the end of this year, do DeAndre Hunter and Austin Reeves coexist under the salary cap, under the second apron, or does that put you over? Do you know offhand?
They could, but they'd be very, very top-heavy.
Right.
Keep in mind that LeBron will, under your scenario that you're proposing, LeBron is off the books.
Yeah, I think LeBron's off the books, yeah.
All right, so that means you would be paying $50 to Luka.
Yep.
$45 to Austin, and $25 to DeAndre Hunter. You would have very little money to get the rest of the guys in there. DeAndre Ayton has a player option.
Does he? Oh, boy.
Yeah.
He's, do you think he'll opt out and get more money?
I think he'll try.
He's really good.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, last night he is just a walking double-double. I think last night he was 14 points and 15 boards.
17.
17.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been really,
best rebounding game he had as a Laker.
Good
I'm sure.
and consistent, and that's why, by the way, also I don't get the Triple J concept because he's playing so well. Ayton is.
I let a short change from one. 17 points, 18 rebounds.
Woo. Yeah, that's a night. All right, coming up next for you is more Fast Track. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Oh, time to talk about iSpot Active. Okay, this is a company that James Worthy is a part owner of, and if you get sore from playing sports, tennis, soccer, basketball, football, if your knees hurt, your back hurts, back pain and knee pain are the most common soreness that people encounter. iSpot Active is compression wear they have pants and shirts, or you slide these ice cold gel packs into the shirts, and it becomes wearable cryotherapy. I used to sit in cryopods and sit in ice baths, and it was miserable. With iSpot Active, I just throw on the compression shirt, throw on the compression pants, walk around my house for 20 minutes, and I feel better. Go to their website to check out this wearable cryotherapy. iSpotActive.com. ICEBOD active.com. You'll see James Worthy on that website, and he'll answer any questions you have. No more paying big money to go to cryo. No more sticking your ankles and your knees and your elbows in bags of ice. iSpot Active is a better, smarter way to ice. Check it out today. iSpotActive.com.
It is Fast Track on Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles, driven by Cerritos Auto Square.
It is time for Fast Track.
Fast Track.
Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com.
Time for Fast Track.
More Fast Track next.
Hey, Rams fans. We've teamed up with Bloom-Ranch to ensure we have the healthiest fans in the league. That's why we're committed to delivering some of the freshest fruits and veggies to your door. And here's the best part. The first 100 boxes are on us. That's right. We're giving away the first 100 boxes. After that, enjoy 30% off on your first box upon signing up at www.bloomranchofacton.com and enter promo code ThankYouRams. There are no fans like Rams fans. Winning and getting healthier together is the real flex. So hurry, this offer won't last forever. Follow Bloom Ranch on IG and share how you're getting healthier using hashtag BloomRamFit.
One briefcase, one moment could change everything. Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel is giving you a chance to own your destiny in 2026. Play throughout the month of January, and on January 28th, one Club Serrano member will win the case, and with it, a finale spot in any 2026 promotion, plus $400,000. Which destiny will you choose? It's all happening at Yamava Resort and Casino, celebrating its 40th anniversary. You in? Details at yamava.com. Must be 21 to enter. Please gamble responsibly.
If you're staring at screens all day, remember the 20/20 rule. Every 20 minutes, look 20 feet away for 20 seconds. Your eyes will thank you. This National Eye Care Month tip is sponsored by Vision Works. See the difference.
Hey, Los Angeles, your Rams are in the playoffs, and if you missed out on any action this past season, don't make the same mistake. Clinch your spot in the Rams house for 2026. Watch every home game next year with marquee matchups against the Bills, Chiefs, Cowboys, and Packers. In addition, enjoy home playoff ticket access, interest-free monthly payment plans, and stadium event pre-sale access. Visit therams.com/2026. Again, that is therams.com/2026. Don't miss out on any of next year's action and get your Rams season tickets today.
Morales here, and if you're in the market for a new ride, there's only one place to go. You know where it is, the Big Cat, Felix Chevrolet. You know the one right off the 110 in downtown LA with that classic black cat, Felix the Cat, smiling down on Figueroa. They've been serving Angelitos for over 100 years with unbeatable deals, an amazing selection, and service that treats you like family. A la familia. So whether it's a brand new Chevy or a certified pre-owned, make your next stop Felix Chevrolet. Head over to Felix Chevrolet, the Big Cat today. Ask for my guy, the GM Nicky D, and say, hey, I want to see that Big Cat.
Hey, Rams fans. We've teamed up with Bloom-Ranch to ensure we have the healthiest fans in the league. That's why we're committed to delivering some of the freshest fruits and veggies to your door. And here's the best part. The first 100 boxes are on us. That's right. We're giving away the first 100 boxes. After that, enjoy 30% off on your first box upon signing up at www.bloomranchofacton.com and enter promo code ThankYouRams. There are no fans like Rams fans. Winning and getting healthier together is the real flex. So hurry, this offer won't last forever. Follow Bloom Ranch on IG and share how you're getting healthier using hashtag BloomRamFit.
Fast Track.
And it is Fast Track on 710 ESPN. Mason and Ireland on the all-new ESPN LA app, 7:10 a.m. and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. Fast Track now back in the 2 p.m. hour on Mason and Ireland, driven by Cerritos Auto Square. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com. Once again, back to Fast Track and back to Mason and Ireland on 710.
All right, vroom, vroom, man.
Before I get to my Fast Track, and they might be able to hear me right now over there in Torrance, but join DeMarco Farr and Sua Cravens. Oh, Sua, live today from 3 to
That's
6.
That's what they do on the Morales Morning Show.
And at the Rams post-game show.
Yes, they do.
But they're there from 3 to 6 at Sleep Number in Torrance on Pacific Coast Highway. Win tickets to the next Rams home game at SoFi and hang out with Rampage and the Rams cheerleaders, plus a special meet and greet with your Rams legend, Vince Ferragamo.
Yeah.
Powered by Sleep Number, your comfort, your choice. Excellent. So there's an interesting thing that's happening, and if you don't follow soccer, especially soccer in England, you might not know about it. It's called the FA Cup. And the FA Cup is where all the English teams across all the tiers of English football can play each other.
Okay.
So Arsenal and Tottenham and Crystal Palace can play teams that are like from the smallest sheep herding village in all of England. Okay, so this past weekend on Saturday, Crystal Palace is the reigning FA Cup champs, and they are a very good team at the top. They're in the Premier League. We're playing Macclesfield, and Macclesfield beats them. It's like if Sacramento State beat Ohio State. This is a huge upset. They beat them 2-1. Place is going crazy. And I love seeing this because that's the beauty of soccer, the beauty of basketball. Sometimes on any day, anybody can get beaten. And I think there's a really cool video in which a guy who plays for Macclesfield is a primary school PE teacher. And he comes and is welcomed in by his kids on Monday, and they're just freaking out. So I just think it's really cool. And would you want to see something like this? Do you want to see the big upset, or do you just want to see the heavyweights going against each other?
I think that you go in search of you get too many blowouts if you're looking for these upsets. I like I said earlier, we were talking about the college football playoff. I don't want Tulane. I don't want James Madison anywhere near it.
But what if they beat them? That would have been crazy.
Now, it is cool when, Appalachian State upsets somebody during the regular season. Michigan, right? I mean, it's cool when Chaminade beats Georgetown. It's cool when Villanova upsets Georgetown. Upsets
when
are really
UMBC
fun.
beat UVA as the number 1 overall seed.
Yeah, but you're still going to get those games based on the fact that most schools, like USC just opted out of Notre Dame so they could put another cupcake on the schedule. You're going to get those games anyway. USC is not going to replace Notre Dame with Clemson. They're going to replace them with Sacramento State.
Are they available? That's a good one.
Yeah.
But there's always the risk that you lose when you set up these games.
Right.
Yeah.
But you're still going to have plenty of those games. I wouldn't go searching for them. And I don't think the FA Cup would work here.
Yeah, no, I don't. It's cool if it happens, right? If upsets happen. We have college football matchups that are really uneven all year long. We've got games in college basketball where certainly in the NCAA tournament, as you found out with UVA, where you get these gigantic upsets, they're really cool. But generally speaking, I think I want to see the big boys go at it. Right?
Fast Track.
All right, we're talking about a little possible expansion for college football. The NCCA is also looking at the eligibility years now. We saw last week Trinidad Chambliss got denied a 6th year.
Oh, did he get denied?
He got denied. I know Ole Miss said they were going to appeal it. Yeah, see if they could do that because
and
his
UVA's
was for an
quarterback,
injury.
Chandler Morris got denied as well for his 7th year or something like that.
And John Calipari also last week had a pretty good rant of talking about the basketball eligibility as well. I'm going to play just a piece of this for you.
Okay. Well, look, I don't blame coaches. I've got friends that are playing with 27-year-olds and they feel bad. I said, don't feel bad. We don't have any rules. Why should you feel bad? But let me give you this. Real simple. The rules bees the rules. So if you put your name in the draft, I don't care if you're from Russia and you stay in the draft, you can't play college basketball. Well, that's only for American kids. What? If your name is in that draft and you got drafted, you can't play because that's our rule. Yeah, but that's only for American kids. Okay, now, here's the next lawsuit. Well, we don't have a say over European players. You do if they're playing in college basketball. So that means you don't have a say over high school kids. So whatever a high school kid does before he comes here, don't you do one thing because there's a suit. Because what you're saying is, if he's in Europe, we don't have the same rules. What?
Kind of started to... There was a couple weeks ago a player who was drafted, went back, and is now playing in games
for Baylor
in college.
For Baylor, right?
what do you think about his whole thing here about, just it's the wild, wild west. There is no rules, so we're just going to take advantage of it.
I agree with Calipari.
Yeah.
I think if you enter your name in the draft and you get drafted, that's it.
So, in other words, if you don't get drafted, you can't go back.
Correct. Well, no, you could. If you don't get drafted.
What about if you do get drafted, you don't like your position, can you go back?
No. You get drafted, you've given up your college eligibility.
Yeah, I have no problem. And these rules, we live in a world where Bo Nix started 61 college football games over 7 years. 61 starts.
But then look at him in the NFL, and he was ready to go.
Well, this is and you and I had this conversation. Bo Nix played so much football and got to the league at the age of 24. Sam Darnold, who's played really well, came into the league at 20, played fewer college football games probably than any quarterback in recent memory, and has matured over a period of time. I think it's smart, and this is a little bit, John, like Austin Reeves, Kyle Kuzma, guys that go to school for 4 years and are a little bit more prepared for the NBA. I think that you can be more prepared by playing more college football, and that you're a ready product, I think. So, yeah, the rules, at some point, we're not going to see guys for 7 years. Are we? This is because of COVID, isn't it?
I think this is, Carson Beck is one of these, playing Miami.
Right.
This is like the last
COVID
bit of
affected
COVID.
everything.
Yeah.
Right.
But I don't think we're going to see 7-year starters anymore.
I think this is the last year or so that you will see that.
But I do like the story of what J.R. Smith, he didn't play college basketball or had some years left in his eligibility. And he played in the NBA, obviously, and then came back and played on golf on, Howard's team. I know he was playing for an HBC. But I like that. That's a cool thing. Maybe LeBron could go out and play golf for Arizona after he retires.
Yeah, I don't know that that's necessarily on his dance card, but he's golfing a lot
fun.
now. Have you seen LeBron golf yet?
I have.
And?
He is a work in progress.
Oh.
Bronny is coming along faster than LeBron.
So Bronny is developing as a golfer.
Correct.
Faster than LeBron is.
From the outside looking in. But LeBron's got the bug. He's working on it.
I like that his routine yesterday on his double duty was that he played the Tiger Woods game as part of his routine of the day.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so weird watching the reaction to LeBron. I obviously get to watch him play every game. The fact that last night, LeBron played an almost perfect game.
Yeah,
he made 12 of 20 shots, 2 of 4 from 3, 5 of 6 from the line, 31 points, 9 rebounds, 10 assists. That's a performance that's almost impossible to criticize. Got everybody else involved, scored, came up, hit big shots, was efficient in all walks of the game. And still, people, because he's LeBron, don't want him.
See, if you're just a casual Laker fan and you turned on the radio today, you said, what the hell is LeBron's agent talking about trading Austin Reeves for? See, I think you get sort of this LeBron James e-ticket experience that annoys people. The extra stuff as a player, elite, as a maybe the greatest of all time. But in terms of the drama you get, I think the drama is what people don't like.
Right. I don't disagree with you, but all I care about, the only question I ever asked is, does that guy give us a better chance to win? And he does.
He does right now, no question. All right, coming up next, do you need a Hall of Famer to win a Super Bowl? We'll do that coming up next. In the meantime, the big game almost here, and there is no better way to cash in during America's best and biggest sporting event than Prize Picks, where it always feels good to be right. And since the big game is right around the corner, that also means it's your last chance to get into football action before next season. On Prize Picks, you simply pick 2 to 6 players, pick more or less on their stat projections, and submit your lineup. Prize Picks also has got early payouts, and if your lineup gets off to a hot start, you now got the option to cash out those winnings before the game even finishes. And you can also copy lineups with one click with the new social feed feature. Don't miss any of the action this season with Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code MACE, M-A-S-E, $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. That is code MACE on Prize Picks to get $50 instantly in lineups when you play a $5 lineup. Win or lose, you get $50 in lineups just for playing, guaranteed. Prize Picks, it's good to be right. Got to be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive. Weekdays starting at 3 p.m.
Had some fried pickles.
Oh, those are good.
Oh, DeMarco.
Fried pickles.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, those are good, man.
Oh, yeah.
Are you dipping,
I'm with you on that.
dipping them?
The little Chipotle ranch on the side.
Okay,
that
now
was
you're talking.
just unbelievable.
Like
just,
spears?
No, chips.
Fried chips. So
fried pickle chips.
Fried pickle
like
chips.
the kind you put on a burger?
Like coins.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, one biters. Just boop, boop, boop.
One word description on how it tastes.
Salty and awesome. That's not one word, but that's what I'm going with.
Have you had
Dip 'em
fried
in ranch?
pickles?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. So good.
That
Wait,
sounds-
you've never had them?
Never. I would never order fried pickles.
Oh, they're so good.
No, that sounds like pregnancy food.
Dip them in ranch?
You can fry anything and it's going to be
This is
good,
true.
but a
Yeah.
salty
Exactly.
pickle is next level.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis. Weekdays at 3 on 710 ESPN, the ESPN LA app, and streaming live on YouTube.
Call Jacob. 800-345-6789. That's a new way to call Jacob. And how easy is that, Mace?
800-345-6789. In a city full of stars, one shines the brightest. 800-345-6789.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob 1-800-345-6789. Call Jacob.
ESPN LA fans, elevate your next game night with Gießen Wines from New Zealand. Their Gießen 0% range brings you premium Sauvignon Blanc, Rosé, Pinot Grigio, even Sparkling Brut with 0% alcohol and all the flavor. Crisp, refreshing, award-winning, crafted with the same care as their classic full-strength wines, just without the alcohol. Post-game dinner, weeknight unwind, or hosting the crew, whenever you're pouring, you're never out of the moment. Gießen 0% wines, all in, never out.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com
or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Steve Mason and John Ireland.
I mean, what I'm thinking is, don't you know who I am? You're not responding to me?
I'm Steve Mason.
Exactly.
Mason and Ireland.
What? It's an outrage.
It is an outrage.
Back to the guys.
So as a 60-year-old dude, turned 60 this year, I'm getting my third tattoo, John Ireland.
What do you get?
I am getting, so it's kind of like, I don't want to get into spiritual stuff, but I don't believe in death. I believe in life after life after life.
Okay.
So
what in your world, what happens when you die?
You move into a different dimension.
Okay.
Move into it. So I have got a kind of like this cool swirl thing, this life after life after life swirl thing. So it's like a spiral kind of thing.
So that's the tattoo?
And I'm getting it right there, right between my other two tattoos. Eventually, I will have an entire sleeve, John.
More power to you.
I absolutely love it. Juan thinks I'm stupid, but...
You know, we were playing Sacramento the other night, and Malik Monk has a whole sleeve of tattoos down his left arm, but nothing on his right arm.
Oh, interesting, yeah.
So somebody asked him once, what's the deal? Why do you only tattoo your left arm? And he said, because the right arm is only for buckets.
There you go. That's
Him and
funny.
Nick Young. Nick Young used to say that, too.
So college football playoff is next week, and Indiana...
Well, it's actually in tomorrow.
No, it's not.
No, it's a week.
It's always on a Monday.
It's next Tuesday. Is it Monday or Tuesday next week?
Wait, are you guys talking about Indiana?
Indiana and Miami.
It's not this Thursday?
No.
Like tomorrow?
No, I think
it's Monday, January 19th. It's always a Monday.
So it's coming up this Monday. So what do you think the cheapest ticket is for Miami versus Indiana in Miami?
Miami against Indiana.
In Miami.
Cheapest ticket. I'd say you could get in for $500.
$3,300.
Wow.
The cheapest ticket.
Wow. Well, you know, everybody in the state of Indiana is descending on
And,
Florida.
of course, Miami, you got a home favorite or home underdog. Cheapest parking, $750 to park at the national championship
I'll
game.
take my e-bike.
Yeah, that's a good plan.
I'll watch at home.
Yeah. Is everybody in agreement? Indiana rolls Miami?
Well, think about this. In their last 3 games, Indiana has played Ohio State. And who are the other two? Oregon.
Alabama.
And Alabama. And they've won by something like 70 points.
In the last 2 games, the college football playoff games, they've won by a combined 69 points.
Yeah. I mean, come on.
Yeah. All right, so
Yeah, I'm taking Indiana.
Yeah,
It's going to be like 70 to 3.
Do we know a line on that? Anybody know a
7.5.
line? 7.5?
Yeah.
Lay those.
When it first came out, 7.5. I don't know what it's at now.
Lay those all day long. All day long. All right, so, John, there is a list of the 10 tourist traps that aren't worth it. What is the biggest tourist trap you ever went to?
Sistine Chapel.
That is not.
You asked me. It's my opinion.
The Sistine Chapel?
Overrated.
He's seen a painting before.
One place you went to is on this list of 10.
I don't know what that would be.
The Great Wall of China. Tourist trap.
By the way,
number 4 biggest tourist trap in the world.
I've seen a wall before.
Overrated.
It's just a wall, right?
I've been. Overrated.
Just a big, long wall.
Yeah.
Number 1, what do you think the biggest tourist trap in America is?
Well, this is in the world, but
in the world.
specifically in America.
This is an American tourist trap.
I'm going to guess Niagara Falls.
No, Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Very true.
And
Overrated.
let me tell you, it is so. Have you been down there lately?
No.
It is.
There's feces on every
It
star.
is filthy. Somebody's got to go down there and clean up. Don't we have like a mayor of Hollywood who can go down and clean everything up because it is filthy.
Well,
I brought friends from out of town in there, and it's like, what? This is Hollywood Boulevard?
It's like Times Square, but like way worse.
I do not want to be overly political here, but if our current mayor is running for re-election, anyone who votes for her, we deserve what we get. There's been a 4-year example of what she's going to do.
By the way, I love that you preface this by saying, I don't want to get political,
Overly
and then you
political.
basically
I never
vote against the mayor.
Yeah, I would. But I'm
I
just
have no
saying.
idea.
I'm just saying. One of the things you're complaining about, that's a leadership.
What do you want to
issue.
see? Karen Bass and a mop on Hollywood Boulevard?
No, but it's a leadership issue. Do you think if maybe somebody else would have been in charge, the situation in the Palisades would have been better?
I have no clue. It's not my area of expertise.
But Hollywood has been gross. That area has been
Hollywood's
gross.
been gross long
outside
before
of Karen Bass.
I mean, it's been filthy way before Karen Bass.
Right. See, vote for Spencer Pratt. He'll clean it up.
Spencer Pratt?
You don't know who that is?
The reality TV star?
He's running for mayor.
Oh, God. That's what we need.
His house burned down in the Palisades.
That's what we need.
And he's so frustrated that he's running for mayor.
By the way, the other tourist trap here, and I've been to this one, and it's kind of cool, but Stonehenge.
I've been.
Stonehenge is those tall, have you ever been there, Em?
No, but I've seen rocks before.
It's just rocks. And I know
and
they're
it's also in
supposed
the
to
middle
be,
of nowhere.
They're
too.
supposed to be. It's way far away, and it was a cool thing to see. But I
bet the Cliffs of Moher is probably more interesting. I know that's not in England; it's in Ireland.
Right. So, Mace, Google something. You got your computer open?
I do.
Google something called Giant's Causeway.
Giant's Causeway.
Now it's at the tip of Northern Ireland. It
Okay.
is just rocks. That's all it is.
That's it, just rocks.
But it's cool as hell. It was in Game of Thrones.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah. And
it's like on the coast, right?
Yeah, right on the water. And so things that are just rocks can be cool, but I don't know if Stonehenge is cool. I haven't been.
Have you ever seen those Easter Island rocks?
On the internet.
On the internet. So Dr. Clapper says that he's making me one of those. He's carving me one of those for my yard. They are super cool. And he carves like in marble and stone.
Did Juan approve this?
Juan
to be in your yard?
has not officially approved this, but I think I will get my sway on this. He will actually go along with this plan.
Okay, to go against this premise of the worst tourist trap.
Yes.
what is the best tourist trap you've been in? Like, you admittedly are glad you did it. You know it's a touristy thing to do.
Okay, I'll give
but
you
you're
a
glad you
few.
did it.
Okay.
I still go to all the monuments in Washington, D.C. every year when I go. I think
Those
they're
are
all
beautiful.
really
they're
cool.
fantastic.
The 6th floor museum in Dallas where Lee Harvey Oswald supposedly shot Kennedy is awesome.
It is.
You can sit right in the window and like look at how it all went down. That is very. I think the Statue of Liberty is cool. I know.
Did you go on the island, or did you
did.
just take the boat? Okay.
Yeah, I liked it. I think it's yeah. Especially if you're patriotic and it's right there at the start of the country, you get to see the Statue of Liberty. I actually think the.
By the way, Juan just texted me. He hardly ever listens to the show. Said he totally approves of the Easter Island rock.
Approved
There you
by
go.
Juan.
I got approval.
Okay.
So for me, it's Croatia, Dubrovnik, where they shot all the Game of Thrones stuff. I thought it was unbelievably cool. It's a really cool town, and there's all kinds of Game of Thrones stuff. And you can actually, you remember when Cersei went on that shame walk?
Right.
I've got a picture of myself in the exact spot where she started
But
the
you're
shame walk. What's that?
But you were clothed.
Yes, exactly. No, it's exactly. But I thought Dubrovnik was great. I'm trying to think, tourist trap, because that was definitely a tourist trap. I don't know. I try to steer clear of official. Have you been? Brian?
I got a good one. Would be Old Faithful Yellowstone. Seeing that in
Have
person.
you been there?
Yeah. Seeing that in person was crazy.
Oh yeah, I bet.
But if you go
Worth
to Yellowstone, do not approach buffalo and bison. That is so stupid. People die every year trying to get closer to the wildlife. They're wildlife.
Right.
Don't get close.
And by the way,
Bison.
do not bring a picnic basket. That is trouble.
Who will take it?
That is trouble. A bear will take your picnic basket.
Okay, so Mace, look at this. This is a golf course.
Oh, wow.
In Southern Ireland.
That's amazing.
Called Old Head. Okay?
That's
if you guys want to
amazing.
Google a spectacular golf course, Google a place called Old Head. At the very tip. So if you're looking at a thing of Ireland, the other thing I showed you, Giants Causeway, is in the very tip of it, the north.
Yep.
Old Head. Like, look at these guys. Look at these guys golfing by the lighthouse.
Oh, that is awesome.
It's Pebble Beach on steroids.
Yeah, that's spectacular.
Yeah.
That's spectacular. All right, let's do some game of games.
Brian, your game today?
Yes, sir.
What kind of score are we rolling with today, Em?
Here is our score currently. We are at, so I have 2.
Yep.
Andy has 1, DeMarco has 1, Beto has 1, Pepe has 1, DeAndre has 1, and Jacob has 1.
Okay, so it's all
You and I don't have
spread
any?
out. I have
And
nothing
it's
so far.
January 14th?
Damn.
What are we doing?
All right, so we will do some game of games coming up next. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right, if you're a military veteran, you got to check out National University, and built right here in Southern California. NU has more than 150 degree programs, credentials, and certificates. If you served our country and you didn't have time to get a college degree and you've always wanted one, NU is for you. And they give you whole team support, professors, advisors, and resources to keep you on track. They specialize in people that they call Anders, somebody that has a family and a job, and they want to get a college education. They're there to support all your ands, whether you're chasing career goals, life goals, or both. National University helps you own your future. They're a proud sponsor of the Lakers, a proud sponsor of ESPN LA, and anything I've talked about here, you can learn more at their website, nu.edu. nu.edu, National University.
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive. Weekdays starting at 3 p.m.
I can't stand cosigners. Cosign people that cosign arguments. My wife is the biggest cosigner in the world, and it messes up, like, whatever I'm trying to teach my daughter. Like, hey, we need to do X, Y, and Z. You need to do this. And she'll go, yeah, you need to do that. And it makes my daughter...
Say it like that?
Well, kind of, she cosigns what I say. Like,
Okay.
I don't need a cosigner, and you're messing it up because now she's mad because it feels like we're picking on her.
Okay.
Okay. That's a different perspective that I
told
never
my wife,
thought about.
She has turned into Flavor Flav. She's the biggest hype man in the world. Yeah, boy. Everything I say, the Grace,
I
put,
can't believe
pick
you
your
just
shoes
said
up. Yeah, boy.
I love Flavor Flav.
Me
He's
too.
hilarious.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis starting at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and live on YouTube.
Not all sunglasses protect your eyes. Make sure yours block 100% of UV rays. Even on cloudy days, sun damage adds up year-round. This National Eye Care Month tip is sponsored by VisionWorks. See the difference.
For a century, the Genesis Invitational has stood as one of golf's greatest stages, where the game's legends make their mark and history is written.
It's official. The round that will long be remembered. Oh, yes! Ludwig Oberg.
February 19th through 22nd, celebrate 100 years of championship golf. Experience the drama, the tradition, and the moments that define the Genesis Invitational. Get your tickets now at genesisinvitational.com.
Your Lakers, your season, your home.
Tomorrow night in downtown LA, it's Lakers basketball at Crypto.com Arena. The purple and gold look to defend their home floor versus the Hornets.
Rebound Ayton. Got it to Smart. Link through the court, pass to LeBron. What a pass by Smart. Lay it up and in.
LA Lakers, Charlotte Hornets. LA Live. Coverage begins tomorrow night at 6 p.m.
The Lake Show lives here. 10 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
4? Man, my drives have been getting weaker and weaker.
The same thing happened to me when I turned 40. Men over 40 lose more than just their golf game. Energy, strength, stamina, it all goes downhill. I got Nugenix Total T2 and started feeling like my old self in no time.
America's most trusted testosterone-boosting brand is back. Nugenix Total T2. Crafted with a unique new formula that combines the ultimate free and total testosterone booster with a powerful nitric oxide booster that works in just 3 hours. Feel like a new man, leaner, stronger, with more energy and drive. Get your complimentary bottle today by texting BEATS to 369-369 now.
All right, let's test this out. Wow, that's on the green, man. Looks like I got my drive back.
Text BEATS to 369-369 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2. Text now and we'll even throw in a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our most powerful fat incinerator ever.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. Product not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
It is Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN. Don't get it twisted, yo. The most downloaded sports radio show in Los Angeles. The podcast, that is.
Mason and Ireland, the #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles. The #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles, and we thank all of our podcast listeners for that.
If you ever miss a moment, get your fill anytime. Just search Mason and Ireland wherever you get your podcast.
And joining us right now to play a little game of games is DeAndre Hawkins, who is
that's not his name. Eagles fan, DeAndre.
That's right. Don't bring up those wounds right now, man. I'm still hurting a little bit.
And you're hosting the show, right?
Lakers Talk Daily that you can catch at 11 a.m. on our ESPN
and he
Los
just told me
Angeles.
this. I did not know this. It's live.
Yeah, he's
every
doing
day.
it live now. Yeah.
Do it live.
Do it live. All right. So it's Brian Cohen's game today. Brian, what do you got cooking?
We got a January birthday game. So every question here is about somebody who's got a birthday this month.
Got it.
Okay.
All right, kick it off here. Bradley Cooper got a birthday January 5th, so already had it. As a kid, Bradley wanted to do what? Move to Japan and become a ninja, move to China and become a monk, move to Africa and become a safari guide.
Emily.
Monk.
Mace.
Japan.
What's the ninja? Is that Japan?
Japan, yeah.
I'm going that. DeAndre.
The Africa.
It is move to Japan and become a ninja.
There you go.
Mason and Ireland are on the board.
Yes.
Emily and DeAndre still alive for Lucky Loser. Don't you dare, by the way.
All right, the great Betty White would have one January 17th. What did Betty White say was her keys to longevity? Is it whiskey and steak, vodka and hot dogs, wine and pasta?
Mace.
Vodka and steak.
Vodka and hot dogs.
Oh, vodka and hot dogs.
Are you going vodka and hot dogs? Yeah. I'm going, what's the one with wine, Brian?
Wine and pasta.
I'm going wine and pasta, DeAndre.
Whiskey and steak.
All right, everybody.
Wine and pasta.
What is it, Brian?
Vodka and hot dogs.
Oh, Mace takes the lead.
Rolling, yeah.
I'm going for it. I'm going for
You're
Lucky
going
Loser.
Lucky Loser now?
All right.
Questions.
I'm going to suss out one more, and then I'll go.
So much harder than you think to be the Lucky
Go
Loser.
ahead, try it. See if you can do it. Yeah.
All right, next one here. Kevin Costner's birthday, January 18th. Before acting, Kevin Costner worked as a Hollywood star's bus driver. But where else did he work? Disneyland as a Jungle Cruise skipper, Knoxbury Farm as a train robber, or Universal Studios as a tour driver?
Oh, this one's me, and those are all good questions. I know he went to Cal State Fullerton. So I'm going to guess one of the first two. I'll go Knott's Berry Farm. DeAndre.
I'm going Universal.
Emily.
Disney.
Mace.
Knott's Berry Farm.
Disneyland.
Oh, Disneyland.
All right, who got that?
M.
Me.
M. All right, so DeAndre, you're the only one alive
Oh,
for Lucky
DeAndre,
Loser.
you got a shot here.
All right, here we go. You're going first, D.
All right, Dolly Parton, birthday January 19th. She is a co-owner of the amusement park Dolly World, which has over 50 rides. Which of these are not a ride there?
Okay.
Wild Eagle, Tennessee Tornado, or the Smoky Falls?
DeAndre.
I'm going Wild Eagle.
Emily.
Tornado.
Mace.
Eagle.
Smoky Falls is my guess.
It is Smoky Falls.
Smoky
Okay.
Falls.
All right, John 2, Mace 2, Emily
Look
1.
at DeAndre. He's so
DeAndre,
excited. I'm
very
excited.
happy
Looks
with
like
himself.
he's all pumped
Look
up
at
on
how
himself.
proud of
Woo.
yourself you are.
Look at that smile.
Brian,
Yeah.
how many questions are left?
5 left.
All right, no way he pulls it off.
No way, DeAndre.
You're
We'll
going
see.
down.
No way.
You're going down. D.
Rainn Wilson got a birthday January 20th. Rainn Wilson is the co-founder of which media company? Content Chaos, Raining Thoughts, or Soul Pancake?
Emily.
Soul Pancake.
Mace.
Soul Pancake.
I like Soul Pancake.
It's a good name.
DeAndre, you going different?
What's the content chaos? Let's go with that one.
Soul Pancake.
Soul Pancake it is. All right.
All right.
They did
DeAndre's still
Kid
alive.
President back in the
DeAndre's
day.
still alive.
Say that again, Em.
They did Kid President back in the day.
Oh,
if you
okay.
remember that video.
So, just so you people know at home, if you don't listen regularly, if DeAndre incorrectly guesses every time, if he misses all 10, he automatically goes into the tiebreaker as the lucky loser.
And I think you're one of the few people that has won that way as well.
I think so, yeah.
Brian beat
I have
me
as well,
one day doing that. All right, John 3, Mace 3, Emily 2, DeAndre Bupkis. Here we go.
4 left here. Ed Helms, birthday January 24th. Ed Helms starred in what classic movie reboot? Planet of the Apes, Ghostbusters, or Vacation?
Mace.
Ghostbusters.
I'll go Vacation. DeAndre.
What's the first one?
Planet of the Apes.
Let's do that one.
Emily.
Ghostbusters.
It is Vacation.
Okay.
Okay,
So,
so John
I
gets
take
that.
the lead. There are 3 left. I have to go first, and DeAndre is still alive for lucky loser.
Here we go.
Next one. Alicia Keys has a birthday January 25th. How old was Alicia Keys when she wrote her first song? 11, 14, or 17?
I don't know. I'm going to guess 14. DeAndre.
I'm going to go with 17.
All right, Emily.
11.
Mace.
11.
It is 14.
It is 14. Ireland, you've taken command here.
Except he's still, this weasel is still doing it.
I think I might be out, right? How many
Yeah,
are
you're
left?
out. Em.
2 left.
Yeah.
You're out. Okay, so Mace, you have to go opposite of me, and
Okay.
DeAndre sucks. Here we
Yeah.
go.
Oprah got her birthday January 29th. She, as you know, had a book club. What did Oprah say was her all-time favorite book? Some Bright Nowhere, The Great Gatsby, or To Kill a Mockingbird?
Again, I don't know. I'm going to go Some Bright Nowhere. Mace.
Well, it's one of my favorite books, too. I'll go To Kill a Mockingbird.
DeAndre.
I'm going Great Gatsby.
That is To Kill a Mockingbird.
All right, Mace is within
baby.
1. DeAndre still 0.
Here we go.
Here's the last one.
It's hard to miss everything.
You go opposite of me, you can get in the tiebreaker.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
All right, last one here. Justin Timberlake got his birthday January 31st. Do you know who came up with the group name NSYNC? Is it A, his mom, B, Chris Clark, his high school music teacher, or C, Johnny Wright, his music manager?
Ireland, you're up first.
I'm going to say the high school music teacher. What was his name?
Chris Clark.
Chris Clark. All right, Mace. Got to go with something other
I'm
than
going
that.
to say the John Wright, the third.
The music
the
manager.
Third one, the music manager.
DeAndre?
I don't want to do
Oh,
that.
boy. You going mom? You going
It's-
mom?
It sounds like it, but I just feel like that's a tricky one.
Yeah.
Pick one.
Don't screw it up.
Don't mess this up. You're
No
on a
pressure.
roll.
I'm going with his mom.
His mom is the correct answer.
And you're out.
I knew it.
I have never been happier to win a game of games.
What a shame, man. You
cheating
were right
weasel.
there.
I can't believe you tried. You tried to game the system.
Yep.
Cheating never prospers, DeAndre.
I knew it. Someone told me, like, there's no way he just throws that in there. I knew
Did you
it.
have 10 questions?
9 questions.
9 questions. You were 0 for 8.
Wow.
And his mom messed you up. All right,
Yeah.
let's do the tiebreaker for fun.
When Betty White passed in December of 2021, what was her net worth at the time?
Okay.
All
right, write something down.
Golden Girls money.
Em, you got a number?
Yeah.
Do you got a number? All right, I wrote down $22 million. Mace, what'd you write down?
I wrote down $60 million.
DeAndre?
You're going to laugh. I put $200 million.
You might win.
I went low. I went 5.
All right, what is it, Brian?
$75 million.
Mace.
All right, so I was right there.
Tiebreaker winner, but I'm on the board.
On the board.
I had it.
You did have it.
You were so close.
But
So
like
close.
Mace says, it's harder to do than you think.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to get everything wrong.
I was there, though.
Well,
Yeah,
you know, in
you were there.
Vegas, if you go to Vegas and you play Keno and you get 0 numbers, you get your money back.
Yep.
Oh, I did not know
It's hard to do.
Yeah, it is. All right, so Lakers Talk Daily every day, 11 a.m. It is
Right.
live with DeAndre Hawkins. What can we expect when we tune in there?
Honestly, a lot of honesty. I'll be
Okay.
real with that. A lot of honesty when
Do
it comes
you-
to Lakers.
Do you take calls?
No
Okay,
calls. This
so-
is strictly on the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Similar to how the Blue Review was constructed.
Yes.
It's just like that.
Okay, good. And it's live every day.
It's live every day.
And so what is your take on Rich Paul? And what you heard Max Kellerman
I
on the
did hear
show.
that, yeah.
And apparently they go into depth on today's podcast about how Austin Reeves' agent approached Rich Paul, and they had a conversation last night. Where do you come down on this whole Triple J, Austin Reeves, Rich Paul thing?
Look, it sounds all good. You know, when you actually put it down on paper, as far as like numbers wise and salary cap and all this stuff, it's not necessarily going to work in that way. Does Jaren Jackson Jr., can he be a great talent alongside Luka? Sure, because what he provides defensively and what he can do offensively as far as spacing for the offense, he is a very talented player. However, Rich Paul trying to be this trade machine and try to do all these different scenarios that Lakers could do before the trade deadline, just stop, man.
All right, DeAndre, and be honest, I'd rather have Austin Reeves than Triple J. How about you?
I feel like Austin Reeves and Luka Doncic can be similar when it going on the basketball
Yeah, that's what
court.
Max was saying.
redundant.
Too much
a
money
little
in the
bit.
backcourt if you do it that way.
I'm not saying Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves is a talent. Don't get me wrong. Especially the player that he is today,
Mm-hmm.
he is an all-star candidate for sure. Right. I just don't feel like just necessarily I don't know, just him next to Luka Doncic could be promising.
Okay, every day, 11 a.m.
11 a.m.
Great insight from DeAndre Hawkins on Lakers Talk Daily. Great seeing you. Sorry you missed.
I know.
Actually,
I'm
sorry
not.
you got one. Sorry you got one right.
I'm
is
not.
The, is
You
the correct
deserved
approach.
it.
Yeah.
You weasel.
You guys.
All right,
Yeah.
coming up next is Super Crosstalk. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Your Lakers, your season, your home.
Tomorrow night in downtown LA, it's Lakers basketball at Crypto.com Arena. The purple and gold look to defend their home floor versus the Hornets.
Rebound Ayton. Got it to Smart. Link to the court pass to LeBron. What a pass by Smart. Lay it up and in.
LA Lakers, Charlotte Hornets from LA Live. Coverage begins tomorrow night at 6 p.m.
The Lake Show lives here. 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
John Ireland here. You've heard me talk about the iSpot Active website and their wearable cryotherapy. You can see it for yourself at iSpotActive.com. iSpot Active sells form-fitted, 4-way stretch shirts and pants with pockets that hold ice-cold gel packs. If you get sore after you exercise or work out, you just put this stuff on for 20 minutes, and wherever you're sore will feel a lot better. Go to that website, iSpotActive.com. See why Hall of Famer James Worthy swears by this stuff. Start feeling better at iSpotActive.com.
It's DeMarco Farr and Travis Rogers for your afternoon drive.
So I went back to my old barber. So this is my normal haircut. This is I didn't think this was Doc Rivers. Doc Rivers has it looks like he's balding.
Can I weigh in on this?
Yeah. What?
When I saw you yesterday on the big thing, I'm like, oh, we got the Doc Rivers again.
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive. Weekdays starting at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN, the ESPN LA app, and live on YouTube.
Hey, Los Angeles, your Rams are in the playoffs, and if you missed out on any action this past season, don't make the same mistake. Clinch your spot in the Rams house for 2026. Watch every home game next year with marquee matchups against the Bills, Chiefs, Cowboys, and Packers. In addition, enjoy home playoff ticket access, interest-free monthly payment plans, and stadium event pre-sale access. Visit therams.com/2026. Again, that is therams.com/2026. Don't miss out on any of next year's action and get your Rams season tickets today.
ESPN AM 710 Los Angeles. It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. Super Crosstalk. It's time for Super Crosstalk.
There it is. What is up, guys? Out at the Sleep Number in Torrance, DeMarco Farr, along with Sua Cravens. Guys,
Rampage
are you broadcasting?
just scared the hell out of me. Rampage just popped in.
Oh,
Can you
nice.
get those over your head? Okay, fight on, brother.
Can you get those over your head? Oh, he put them on his nose. Okay, we'll speak for Rampage.
Okay,
what's
good.
up, fellas?
Now, are you broadcasting from bed today, from Sleep Number beds?
We tried every bed in the building. They are so comfortable, but we cannot broadcast from there.
Okay.
And I don't think we should because we would be asleep in 30
I was just
seconds
say,
or less.
If you're anything like me, you'd just pass out. So I've never slept on a Sleep Number bed. Is one of the beds you tried a Sleep Number where you can adjust it up and down?
Yes, we did the one. It was zero gravity.
Is that
and
the
it had
$10,000 one? Is that?
It's like $10K, but it's awesome. It's got the little cooling pad for your feet. Let me tell you, John Mace, they hit this button and we started to move, and all of the pressure points in my body just went away.
Wow.
Everything. Like you've seen my butt, how big it is, right? It's like I didn't have one. I went from me to like John Ireland when this thing started moving. I was on a cloud. It was awesome.
So does it move throughout the night or just move until it gets it right and then stops?
Move until it gets it right, and then you can move it again. Yeah, and you can control the temperatures. I think we were at 100. I run high, so I'd won mine. I was laying on the bed with Rampage and Sua, by the way.
Oh, you, Sua, and Rampage.
I just want to get that out of the way.
I don't recollect this.
Wait a minute, Sua, you don't even remember this?
Yeah, I don't want to remember it. But no, it happened. It happened.
It did.
We did.
Okay.
Greg browbeat us until we did it.
So we talked about this yesterday, Sue, and I want to talk to you about it now. It's going to be one of the coldest games in the history of the NFL playoffs on Sunday in Chicago. I'm assuming you were in Denver for a while. I'm assuming you played in really cold games. Is there any way to prepare?
He was in Washington for a while.
Washington. Is there any way to prepare for all that?
Yeah, I would say Washington was actually, from my experience, a lot colder than Denver. But, no, there's no way to prepare for it. It's going to be cold. Just get ready for it. There's no sense in talking about it and complaining about it because it's just going to get worse. So it is what it is, you know.
When it starts, do you just get numb?
No.
You battle it the whole game.
It gets worse.
Yeah.
And the thing is, you'll hit someone, and then you'll sit down on a warm bench, and then it gets worse because you got warm, and then you're cold all over again the moment you step back out there.
The worst part for me was always my hands.
Yeah.
Anything else, my feet were fine, we're moving. It was always my hands. This is what I didn't want to touch anybody because my hands were frozen.
Does it help the offense or the defense more, or neither?
I would say defense.
I bet it hurts the defense more because we got to tackle. We got to put our faces in there. We got to hit. They know where they're going.
You feel the opposite?
No, I would agree, and it hurts the defense more, but it helps the defense more because the offense can't really throw the ball they want to. You can't cut on a dime, so those receivers on the outside aren't really effective unless they're running straight lines.
I can't react fast. You know what I mean? Because it's frozen out there. So if I got a receiver that's quick and I can't get out of my break, he's going to be ahead of me.
Right. So we asked DeMarco this yesterday, but you weren't here. Mason and I have bet a ton of mythical money on the over-under in this game. It's 49. I'm convinced because of the cold conditions, they're not going to score a ton. I'm taking the under. Mace says first team to 40 wins.
First team to 40 wins.
If you had Sua to bet the over or the under, which way would you go?
I'm going to bet the under. I'm going to bet the under. We saw this Rams team in the cold a year ago in a similar situation, and I know they can win games in the cold, but scoring a ton of points is hard to do, and I see them winning this game in a low-scoring bout.
So, DeMarco, we were laughing earlier today because we looked it up. You know, the number, the over-under for Rams-Bears is 49. So I started thinking, when's the last time the Rams had to play in just an absolute snowfall? and I thought about the Eagles playoff game last year in Philly. There was a lot of snow on the field. It was very cold.
Yes.
Do you
Very
remember
scenic.
the final score of that game? You worked it. Do you remember the final score?
No. It was tight, though.
Like
wasn't
16-13?
Yeah, it was very tight.
No. 28-22, which adds up to exactly 50. And the over-under in this game is 49.
Yep.
So I think it's gonna be close. It could go either way.
Makes sense.
So-
yes. I wish you didn't have to do it, but it is what it is. Most people seem to think that if the Rams play outdoors, it's a guaranteed L. I don't feel that way. I hope that Stafford and crew don't feel that way.
No.
I'm sure they don't.
Now, both of you guys, of course, played in the NFL. There are 9 head coaching openings right now. 9. Sue, I'll start with you first. How important is the head coach of an NFL football team? Is it critical, like you have to get that right, or can you win in spite of them if you have good position coaches?
No, it's critical. It's critical. Because you can have good position coaches, but at the end of the day, he only can do so much. The head man he makes the calls. If he wants to, he's gonna tell you the defense he wants played that week. If he wants to, he's gonna tell the offensive coordinator how many throws and how many runs he wants to see and who he wants active that week. It doesn't matter how good your position coaches are. If the head of the snake isn't on the same plan as the rest of the body, there's nothing you can do with it.
DeMarco, you agree?
Well, with one, it rarely ever happens, and you got to go like to Dallas or something. Like Jimmy Johnson builds a winner, and then Jerry fires him, and the next guy steps in. That team is already built. If you look at what Gruden did with Dungy's team, that team was already built. All you have to do is keep the train on the tracks, and they're going to win. So, but for the most part, he's right. If you're building a football team, it's going to be built in that coach's image, and he's got to be tough. He's got to be stern. He's got to have a plan. Even if he doesn't know what to do, he's got to know what to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially at this level, because we can smell a fraud a mile away, and there's nothing worse than a team turning on the head coach.
Which
makes for a really long
job
season.
do you guys think is the best job that's available? Obviously, it's like a quarter of the league is
Pittsburgh.
got
You'd
jobs
rather have
open.
Pittsburgh than Baltimore?
For me, man, I mean, look, I'm romantic about this. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers. I would be number 4. You know what I mean? I know I'm guaranteed time to develop
True.
as a coach. There's no pressure to win like right now to where I get fired after 2 years. There's hardly any drama outside of Antonio Brown. I would take Pittsburgh if I could.
Sue, how about you?
You're gonna laugh, but I would say Vegas. You got all that draft capital. You've got all of that money. If we've seen anything or have learned anything in the NFL over the last few seasons, it's that your job is not guaranteed to last longer than 365 days.
Mm-hmm.
So why not go into this thinking, if I don't get it right this first time, it's over with, and just go all in with a team where you can literally use all of those resources for at least a shot at the playoffs, because that at least buys you more time.
True. Better question is, what's your least favorite? I think I would avoid Arizona like the plague.
Yeah, I don't
Just
know
because
what
of division.
By the way, I also don't like, and I know it's a beautiful place to live, but the Tua situation is a lot like the Kyler Murray situation. I think Miami.
He won't be there.
But it's going to take a toll on them. Getting rid of that deal is going to limit what you can do.
I think the owner matters, which is why I can't. Which one of you guys said Arizona's the one you wouldn't take? Yeah, the Bidwells are consistently bad at ownership, so I would stay away from that one. But
by the way, Harbaugh interviewed with the Giants today.
Yeah.
I think the Giants' job is a great job. I thought Jackson Dart showed flashes. I thought Cam Scatterbush showed flashes. I actually like that job.
And to Sue's point, the division is winnable.
Yeah.
Like if you take the Arizona job, that division's not winnable. Mm-hmm. You have 3.
But Harbaugh should go to Atlanta.
You think? Yeah.
He should go to
Talk
Atlanta.
about a
You've got
winnable
Bijan.
division.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got Bijan. You have either Kirk Cousins or Michael Penix. Take your
You got
pick.
Drake London.
Yeah.
Kyle
Drake
Pitts
London,
is
yeah.
making an emergence.
Right. And you've got some good defenders.
And they
And a
surged at the end of the year.
semi-patient owner.
Yeah.
Yeah, somewhat patient owner.
Right. Okay, so let me, Sua and DeMarco, you guys put yourselves in the shoes of Kurt Signetti. Let's say you win the national championship on Monday, and the Pittsburgh Steelers call you. Kurt Signetti grew up in Pittsburgh. His first job was at the University of Pittsburgh. And they call you and say, Kurt, you're 62 years old. We know that you have a great thing going at Indiana, but we'll give you a guaranteed 5-year contract You know we don't fire coaches around here. We'll give you 5 years to get it right, and we'll give you $100 million. What do you say to Marco?
First of all, where do you come up with these scenarios?
Where can I buy my house in Cranberry Township?
I was thinking of how many ways I could say piece or deuces.
Yeah,
to Indiana, I am out. I'm taking that job tomorrow if I'm Cignetti. And wow, I never thought of that until you said it.
He'd be there forever.
That might be the Steeler coach.
Yeah, he'd be there forever. You
yes.
know, I came up with a list of Super Bowl winning quarterbacks. I did this with Emily. Do you need a Hall of Famer to win the Super Bowl at quarterback?
Helps.
Yeah,
it helps. It definitely helps.
Listen to the list. Hurts last year. Who knows? Before that, it's Mahomes, Stafford, Brady, Mahomes, Brady, Nick Foles, Brady, Manning, Brady, Russell Wilson, who's a maybe, Flacco, who's not, Eli Manning, Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, Ben Roethlisberger, Eli Manning, Peyton Manning. I think you almost need a Hall of Fame quarterback to win the Super Bowl.
Or look at it the other way. You to go to the Hall of Fame, you need to win a Super Bowl.
Oh, right. That's so you're looking at it from the reverse. Exactly.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys that got close that probably aren't on that list because they didn't win. But, yeah, it helps. I don't think
a lot of those teams had Hall of Famers on defense.
True.
Well.
Sure.
Like, think of Chicago, the 85 Bears. It's loaded with
wide
Hall of
receiver.
Famers. And not at quarterback, yeah.
All right. I think we've exhausted all things. Now, you guys are...
We've exhausted all things. Let's talk about beds.
Yeah.
If you want number 6.
If you want to change your bed, Sue and DeMarco are going to be down there until 3. Ben, trust me, DeMarco's a big guy. If the bed works for DeMarco, it'll work for you.
I want to know. By the way,
I agree.
Yes. Ireland, did you get a pair of Sue's shoes? Have you tried
they're right
Sue's?
behind you. I got to pick them up and take them home today.
To. Yeah,
yeah. Make sure you grab those out at Greg's office before he puts them on. I don't know.
They're so comfy.
They are
Facebook
so
Marketplace
comfortable.
or something.
Taking them home today.
Yeah.
And they make me tell you need a pair. Rampage needs a pair.
I got you.
Yeah,
you need a pair? I got you. I'm not liable for what happens after.
You assemble these yourselves. Like you're like a part-time cobbler. Is that right?
ABC, always be cobbling.
In the garage.
What?
Aren't you cobbling your shoes?
Yeah.
I don't. What is the definition of cobbling? I don't.
No, a cobbler is somebody who makes
shoes. In your garage making these shoes.
You know what? I'll say yes. Yes.
I wish I could see his face right now.
ABC,
He's like, what are you guys talking about?
A always BB, C cobbling, always be cobbling.
And if you get that joke, more power to you.
Yeah, more power to you.
Yes,
exactly
sir.
Right.
Coffees for closers.
All right. Hey, DeMarco, do you have any tattoos?
I have one.
What you do?
I have one.
What is your tattoo?
Well, it's supposed to be conquer and defeat in Japanese. I'm not sure if that's what it means.
Oh, really? You may have
the tattoo artist might have gone rogue.
I pointed, and that's what I thought it said, and that's what he put on my arm.
So it may be misspelled.
I don't. Well, I've asked people, "Is this what this means?" And they don't know what it is.
With no plan?
None. I mean, 19 in Seattle, bro. It was like I was free for the first time.
I would have been terrified to get hepatitis.
Come on,
Sue, do all your tats mean something to you? Like, is there a reason behind each one?
Yes, every single one. There was a reason why I got it. Had a plan, designed it myself, the whole bit.
What was her name?
Okay.
Sally Biskovich.
All right. Yeah. Hey, you guys have fun. It is afternoon drive in bed at Sleep Number in Torrance with DeMarco and with Sue. See you back here tomorrow.
And Rampage.
710 ESPN.
And it is the 15-minute mark right here on 710 ESPN. On the all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
The 15-minute mark on 710. Fueled by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
You know, in that time it took to hear your favorite takes and all that fun and frivolity,